Welcome to the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Braylon Edwards, touchdown, Michigan.
Running pattern to Edwards, touchdown, Michigan.
Where we bring you the best in sports, entertainment, and insight. Join us every weekday from 2 to 4 p.m. as we break down the latest games, analyze the biggest plays, and dive into the hottest topics in sports. We'll have exclusive interviews with your favorite athletes and guests, and you'll get a front row seat to all the action. So tune in to the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Got one-on-one going end zone. Edwards in the air. Oh, what a catch by Braylon Edwards. His second touchdown of the game.
On the Woodward Sports Network, where sports comes to life.
Super pumped today on a Thursday here on the Braylon Edwards Show. Glad you're with us. Why are we super pumped?
They live.
I'm telling you, folks. Oh, you guys think it's because of the Tigers. I'm sorry. Okay. No, it's not because of the Tigers. It's not because it's
Tell about one of your favorites.
Opening night. It's not because of National Football League kicks off week 6 tonight.
It's the fresh haircut.
Hey, can you do the theme music again, Shep?
It is only because we have Braylon's Breakdown today at 3 o'clock.
So you set me up right there. I actually had forgotten about it a little bit. I didn't know where you were going with that.
Okay.
I was like, okay, what is he talking about? What's going on this weekend? What's going on tonight and tomorrow? So, but yes, it is Thursday. This is Braylon's Breakdown. I'm excited. We have 4 video clips for you. Just some nuanced things that I'm excited about. I love how things come together as you watch a play. So we watched that before the show. We got it for you. But I'm excited because it's Haircut Thursdays.
Did you get a haircut today?
Yes, I did. In case you couldn't tell, I got nice and smooth. Got my curls back activated. Got them back right. Got the beard cleaned down a little bit, man. I'm very.
Do you do your own beard or does somebody trim it?
No.
Well, wait. What the hell no?
Hell no.
Why can't you do that?
Because I want it to be precise. I want someone that specializes in the field of grooming to do it. I don't specialize in grooming.
Okay.
I specialize in sit behind this microphone and tell you what time it is. 1,000%. But I'm also here with you guys. I'm excited. It's been a very, very, very good day.
Who else got a haircut today? Ryan?
No, I did not. I shaved, so I shaved my face.
Oh, excuse me.
That's good to know. Ryan shaved on a haircut Thursday. Kool-Aid, is it haircut Thursday for you?
No haircut Thursday for me, man. I actually got cleaned up a little bit earlier in the week.
All right, this is a phenomenon for me.
Clean cut.
I did get a cut. I didn't get a cut because it was
Shep is looking.
I didn't get a cut because it was haircut Thursday. I didn't realize haircut Thursday was a thing. And now I know, and I will make sure it's on a Thursday.
We got to get these close shots again for you guys.
Y'all clean we don't want to break any cameras. We don't want to do any of that. We don't want to break any cameras.
See, there we go. I was wondering. I said, why is the man not doing a close-up? Like, wait a minute. You see that? Shout out. I know you said no shout-outs, but shout out to Brendan, man. We love Brendan around here. We love Dave Montgomery with the Detroit Lions because he's willing to do everything, whether it's run the ball, catch out of the backfield, block, whatever you need him to do. That's the same thing with Brendan, man. He'll go get pizzas. He'll bring in deals. He'll even bring you the segment sheet when you forget, talking about myself. So shout out to my boy B here at Woodward Sports. Appreciate all that you do, brother.
He did get us the Outstanding Buddies pizzas yesterday from 12 and a half. And Woodward, Katie runs that shop, and they were fantastic. And trust me when I tell you this, the heavyweights and everybody else within our great station family chowed down, and those boxes
were gas.
Yeah, they were used as hockey goalies or hockey nets for the rest of the day. You know how sometimes you'll put them at the end of a table and you play hockey? You guys have done that or no? Have you not done that?
100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you done that with the fingers?
Oh, 100% with the coin?
Yeah, with the pennies or something?
You slide them through. It's like 3 pennies. It's like 3-man weave.
Right.
And you weave until you get to the end. You take the shot.
Right.
I learned how to play that UAD. Those were on the same time as paper football.
Yeah, paper football. Yeah, Ryan.
I'm confused about what's going on right now.
All right, let's explain it to Ryan, shall we?
Like this.
Okay.
You can't. Hold on.
Well, okay, so Braylon's at one end.
Right.
Braylon and I are playing one another.
100%.
Okay. Bear with me, folks. I've got this is the goal.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. I've got it on one
now
end.
I'll give you some change.
He's got it
and
in
really
the
show you how
other
to
end.
do it.
Gotcha.
Braylon only carries paper. He doesn't carry change.
Plastic.
All right. So then what you do is you have 3 pennies.
Okay.
All right. Looks like this, and then the nose. All right. You tap the nose.
Hold on. Let me find 3 pennies.
It spreads out, and then you have to go between the pennies all the way down the ice and shoot and score between the two.
Okay,
pennies.
I gotcha. Yeah, I've never heard of that, but
And
I got
you. And if you want, you could do all kinds of. Schultze scores. Whatever you want, okay?
Okay.
It's really fun. The paper football is you make yourself a little triangle.
Yeah, I know that
football.
one.
Okay, and it's
I know that
you're
one.
teeing it up and you're kicking it off.
Did not know the other one, but I like it. I like that game, though.
It's actually pretty cool. Used to play it in chemistry all the time in the back row when I was in junior high until we got busted.
Oh, that's what you're doing in chemistry.
That's why I was doing chemistry. That's why I don't know a whole lot about, what is this, what is that when it looks at
hope
when
you
you look
haven't
at a
needed it
chart.
yet.
Iron. Great. What is that? Oxygen 02. So anyway, that's it right there, Ryan. It's actually pretty fun. And sometimes I think they have tournaments. Of course, they have tournaments
Really?
for everything. Wow. So here we go. All right, so found 3 pennies. Let's do this. Here. So there you go. So you take what you do. Watch. Now there are 2 ways to do this. I don't know if Braylon does it. I used to sprint, kind of fling it. Some people push the penny like that. So like that. So now he's got to go. Well, hold on a second. Hold on. That's cheating. What are you talking about? Well, here's what you're doing. You're pushing them. You've got to fling them. If you fling them, it's harder to control.
What high school did you go to?
North Farmington High School in Farmington Hills. There you go. There you go. Oh, now this is tough.
Now you get played.
But here's what you can do. Wait,
okay.
take your left hand and you just off the bank, right? You got to be really good. Or not.
Okay, I gotcha.
All
I
right?
gotcha.
So that's how you do it. It's not too dissimilar from quarter bounce in concentration.
Hey, look, I'll tell you like this. Before there were Xboxes and all these streaming and all the games and all the things, we had little simple measures like that. Don't get me twisted. I still have my Super Nintendo. Mm-hmm. But that was what I had back then, too.
Those are fun games back
was.
then. I mean, you're right. It's very simple. It's like wiffle ball in the backyard. It's like stick ball in the street, high Willie Mays, all those types of things. Sometimes those are more enjoyable. Those are more.
I'm not going to lie, though. I don't think I've ever – I think this might be the oldest I've ever felt.
Oh, no.
Like pulling that game out and playing penny hockey with you, I was like, damn, I'm old. Penny hockey.
Come on.
It's fun. It's fun. I played it. But
it is.
Two things can be true.
Yeah, that's true.
Two things can be
You've
true.
taught me that. What about a Nerf hoop?
Oh,
What was
man.
the game? I mean, when you were a kid
Ooh.
and you're in your room, you're in your bedroom, you got sent to the room, or they told you to go to bed and you stayed up a little late. My brother and I would literally grab a pair of socks
And then shoot
and
on the
tape
rim.
them,
So that
and
shit
we
was
would
the
use that
basketball.
for hockey, and we'd play. Okay. We also took all our baseball cards, put every guy in a different position. Okay, so if you had Rick Monday in right field, you had Reggie Smith in left field. Sorry, I just mentioned 2 Dodgers. Whatever.
Right.
Okay, had Ricky Henderson in center field.
There we go.
All right, and then what we would do is we'd bounce a ball, and you'd take one of the cards and you'd hit it. If it hit one of the cards, you're out. If it hits, so we play a baseball game with all cards around the infield. We did something like that. The stickball was fantastic. It was so much fun. I actually showed my kids stickball. Got kids in the neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah. You take a broomstick, and usually you use a racquetball. All right? Can't use a lacrosse ball. It's too hard. Racquetball. You got to bounce it, and Braylon swings, hits it, and then you just play it like it's a baseball game. All right? That is fantastic stuff.
Only thing we played in the room outside of video games, one, you mentioned it, the Nerf hoop.
Mm-hmm.
The Nerf
That's what I
hoop-
had.
The Nerf hoop started at age 2, 3, 4, and it never stopped. Like I had a Nerf hoop when I first got drafted in the NFL. Like it extended that far. Also, it was WWF. Like WWF from the 80s and the mid 90s for me. Like you come in that room, like this is the Pontiac Silverdome. This is 1987, reimagined all over again. And every time I was you know who. I got to slam the giant. I got to make my presence felt. Oh, yeah.
What about playing football on the couch where you're
Yeah, in the living room.
you got somebody defending. The couch is the touchdown, and you got to try to jump into the couch or make a move to score a touchdown, and you get hit and tackled.
Oh, yeah, I got
right?
clipped a couple
That game
times.
is called ass whooping waiting to happen.
There you go.
'Cause
That's
you can't
right.
You can't be playing in the living room. Well, moms doesn't play that, especially grandma's house.
Right.
And you can't play in the living room, so you got to try to tiptoe around. Something always got broke. It's like something was always broken somehow, whether it was a plant, whether it was a glass, whether it was an art piece. You couldn't play that game.
That can be
play that.
fun though. Sometimes they get
Not
mad
that-
at first.
not punishment.
Parents get mad at first, but then a little bit later on, they're laughing to themselves, and then they're telling all their friends, "Yeah, the boys are in there playing football again, and this is what happens."
They didn't laugh until I got the scholarship to Michigan. Then they can say, you know, it is justified.
That makes
All the
sense.
clowning around was justified.
That makes sense. My parents would just say, "Head up to Michigan Bell." Now nobody knows what Michigan
it's
Bell
a-
is
it's the
unless you
field.
hear a Bob Seger song when he says "Feel like a number." It's called Ma Bell. I'm just another number. There's a Michigan Bell on the corner of 13 Mile and Drake. I don't think it's there anymore.
100%. It's still there.
Is it still there?
Mm-hmm.
They had a field there where we all would go up there, especially in the wintertime, and play tackle football after school. And people literally would be inside that building looking out their window watching us play football in the snow and the mud. It was a glorious time. I wish we'd see more of that today.
My favorite game back in the day, everybody had this. I know it's not exclusive to us, but I just loved ours. The Thanksgiving Day neighborhood game. Like the Thanksgiving Day neighborhood. Like, let me tell you how stupid I was, Shep. So I played all when I was little. There was this park, Hampton Middle School. Hampton was the park we would come back and play in the weekends right there out of Drive, Wyoming. But I kept playing when I was in Michigan, Shep.
Did you really?
What? Whoa!
If I was your coach,
before
I'd be
the OSU game.
Legitimately, freshman year, we played Ohio State.
Point,
I didn't play in the Ohio State game. Came back home. I was ready to take it out on somebody who played the game because I had friends that went to play college ball as well. So the game evolved as we got older. Sophomore year, I'm finally starting. I had 1,000 yards, second All Big Ten. I came back home.
Come on.
What would Coach Carr think?
And played in that game at the park. My junior year, where I'm almost considering leaving, going to the NFL, I still went back.
Are you kidding?
And played in that game. Shep, when you're 20, you don't know. You're dumb. Like, you do dumb things at 20.
But your dad's a smart man.
But I got my own car. Like, how does my dad?
But I'm just surprised. Hey, don't do something dumb like this, son.
How does my dad know what I'm doing? Like, how does my dad know?
Because your dad's involved in your life, for crying out loud. Don't play coy with me.
I'm not
here.
playing coy, but I'm 20 years old. Coming home for Thanksgiving. When I come home for the break, I basically can do what I want. I can come and go as I please.
Your NFL career, God, that scares the hell out of me.
20.
I know.
Like, we're legitimately commentating about 36-year-olds doing dumb stuff. I was 20. I was 20 and trying to figure out, and I didn't think I was doing anything wrong.
Did Coach Carr find out?
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you this before you get to your senior.
No.
Okay,
Senior,
did you tell any of your coaches that you were doing that?
And that was the thing.
Did you
I'm not fully communicating with, so they don't know.
Did you tell Stan you were doing that?
No.
I think that tells you right there. He knew it was probably a risk. Most people, not Braylon, most people would suggest is not worth taking. I give you a ton of credit to keep that rivalry / tradition alive. That's awesome. I've got friends who have done it. They call it the Gator Bowl. They have done it for over 50 years.
What I will say is I respect my friends at the time too, because
that's true.
Like,
you
know how you go to the gym going to the gym as an athlete or anybody, like, guys are trying to hurt you. You're trying to hoop. Guys are trying to do a little something extra to say they did this to this player. Flag football is none the same. Those guys try to do something creepy or crazy. My boys never did that, man. They kept it just a regular game, kept it simple. Didn't try to go over and above and mess me up. So
that's
maybe
great.
it was that. Maybe because I knew I had good guys. I felt like I was taken care of. Maybe that part
you trust your friends. No one's going to play hero ball against Braylon Edwards. They want to make sure their buddy is going to go play in the National Football League.
I just look back like that. Like, my junior year, we played against USC in the Rose Bowl. Like, what if I'd have got hurt playing in this Thanksgiving Day game?
I know.
Against USC?
Can you imagine the media circus around that? You just lost a 1,000-yard receiver. How did it happen? No comment. How did it happen? No comment.
Can you imagine social media was a thing?
Something leaks out.
Someone drove by.
Something leaks out, and it's like,
Video
I ended Braylon Edwards' Michigan season, and Michigan loses to Ohio State, and everybody is livid.
It was AI.
So we'll keep that.
It was AI generated.
People in the chat already. Somebody suggests they used to have a big rec room, and he and his brother would take the big wheels in their basement and race them around in the basement. That's pretty cool.
There was an open field. We would play wiffle ball, and then we'd play football, but then we'd play a different kind of football. I can't say the name of the game of football that we would play because it's not the right name. And then we'd use wall ball. We'd play wall ball. But I was always the smallest kid out there, so even the kids that were younger than me were bigger than me. So that's where I got, like, when I'd play against kids my age, like in basketball or anything, I was never scared to go against them because I was
getting your ass kicked.
Because I was getting, you're right. I was getting my ass kicked against kids that are like 4 years older than me.
It's a really good thing sometimes.
It's so cool. Like, words are small indicators of like who you are and how you grew up a little bit. Like, the term, we had a rec room. I just imagine certain areas, certain spaces, certain situations, certain individuals. Like, we ain't had no rec rooms. Like, we had a basement. You had to make some fun down there. Heck yeah, we had a basement where here's somebody, make it work, make it fun, create something. We had a basketball, no hoop.
So somebody
like
says,
that.
hey, we have a hoop in the back of their office right now. Okay, so
That's fine.
we got a Nerf hoop in the back room.
Pete Carroll had basketball. Like, basketball is a part of who Pete Carroll is. I think deep down inside, Pete Carroll wishes that he was John Wooden because he loves
People with the Raiders might wish
basketball.
that right now. Yeah,
100% because he's struggling out there. There's a basketball room inside the team, the full team meeting room. There's a basketball room on the side where it's like kind of like where you enter through the back of the locker room. But
full
it's a lot of
floor. Are
space.
you talking about full floor?
Not
here?
full floor, but
Okay.
just rooms out there where people can get it in. And then there's another one on the indoor facility. Pete's always shooting. Guys are always playing games and getting it in. Sometimes he'll have little deals. Like if you come out, somebody hits it from the back of the full team meeting room. No meetings for the night during training camp.
That's cool.
Pete knew how to make things fun. Like
Yeah.
when they say he's the youngest 74-year-old, like they mean that. Like Pete's gonna be rocking and rolling and going till he's 100 plus. Now he may not be able to coach for that long, but in terms of the energy, and Pete had that great energy. I swear, one of the things I wish that could have happened in my career. I love the Jets. They are my favorite organization. They are just everything. They do everything right by me. I wish I would have been drafted to Seattle because seeing how John Snyder and Pete were with the guys that they drafted, the young guys that they bring in, like they did right by their guys, and I like what that organization represented. I just caught it on the third leg. If that could have been that first leg, yeah. I might still be living in Seattle.
Somebody else said leftover tape ball hockey, top shelf. Yeah, that was really good. Somebody also suggests that they were the organizer. Randall Small said this. The organizer of daily baseball and/or football games. We literally played every day. I got again. You can come in here anytime. That is such good stuff.
Did you ever play breaks?
Didn't play breaks.
Pencil breaks? Did you play?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, did you play breaks?
The number 2 pencils, man, you better come
you
correct.
Like roll your thumbs up a little bit to try to bend it a little bit.
And you know what? And you better come correct. If you come with those dollar store pencils, which we'll use.
Oh, you had to have the
Your
number 2
pencils
that
get
had the
broken.
green.
So
It had the green
explain what it is, okay? Explain what it is.
Ticonderoga ones.
You take 2 pencils.
Oh, you go ahead.
Oh yeah,
Kool-Aid.
look. You had to take 2 pencils right here. Look, we got the straw. Or
Go
I
ahead
can use
and
this.
get on Kool-Aid. Get your
All right.
shot.
Okay.
You had to hold your pencil the right way. And there are different ways you could bend it.
Sure.
You could kind of cheat and everything to try and take the tension out. And somebody else came with their pencil, and their job was to try and break yours.
Gotcha.
They pulled it back. They try and go through your pencil. And there were different ways that you could, put a little bit of a bend, put a little bit of a wiggle, put a little bit of an angle, kind of through it and everything. And it was dope, man. It was dope. Like, this is bringing back memories, bro.
What a way to entertain yourself growing up like that. I mean,
got me doing that.
that's what it's all about, man. We had a basement too. We had a speed bag and we had a heavy bag for boxing.
Yeah,
And
pool
the-
table?
We did not. We had a pool table, but really small pockets.
Okay.
Anyway, my brother and I fought quite a bit, so my dad had enough.
As brothers do.
Yeah, as brothers do, it's a good thing. So instead of us
It's healthy,
just
to be
fighting,
honest.
I think it is too.
I think it's healthy.
I
Very
think it's awesome. He used to tell us, "All right,
My
go
little brother
downstairs,
doesn't
put on the
think so.
gloves." So we just put on the gloves and just beat the hell out of each other until we were tired, which was really smart. I mean that's the way it should be. I have no problem with sibling rivalry. I have no problem with brother, because in the end, if somebody else is doing that to my brother, I'm going to defend my brother, of course.
No questions asked.
It gets you closer, I think, with your sibling.
And when your sibling feels that same energy, like when your sibling feels like, no, this is my ride or die, like this want to go to war for me, that's when the relationship really takes off. And you just things, because then you're allowed to be more yourself, which means that sibling can call you out when you BSing.
Yeah.
That sibling can hold you accountable.
That's right.
Jade, my little big sister.
These are really
love these
good.
things, though,
These
man.
are really good. John effing Lord says street hockey was a big thing when I was young. Yeah,
There
I
you
mean,
go.
Inline skating took off like right around time. I never really got into it. Used them a couple times, but inline skating took off around 95 when I was 12. So I still remember it.
Yep. My
Nice,
kids rollerbladed more than they rode their bikes. They rollerbladed
That was
up and
great.
down our entire neighborhood, and they would play street hockey for so long. We would literally park cars at each end, turn on the lights, and so they could keep playing. We would have some kids who weren't necessarily athletic, but if they came over to our house and they sat on the big rock. One kid sat on the big rock and just read a book. I said, nope, Mike, you're not doing that. You don't have to rollerblade. Grab a stick, get involved.
Here's a funny rollerblading story. Everybody remember Joe Dumars Fieldhouse?
Yes.
Back in the day, the original.
My mom worked.
Now we moved down to Detroit, but it was back on 21.5 Mile and Mile, right? 100%.
Yeah, that's right.
So I have a friend that was in my neighborhood, Sherwood Forest. We grew up. He saw me maybe like 27 years old. So this I've been in the league 7 years or 5 years or so. He said, I always knew you were going to play football. And I'm not going to say I thought the league, but I knew you would do well in college. I said, why did you say that? He said, you don't remember when everybody was in inline skating and we used to go to Joe Dumars and some people played basketball? He said, you didn't inline skate. He said, you rarely played basketball. And I remember this one time you somehow organized a football game inside on the back courts that nobody really uses, like around the corner. Sometimes if you're going on Saturdays, they'll be free. I vaguely remember it, but I guess I had about 12, 15 people that didn't want to play basketball. We had found a ball in there playing football. Nowhere on Joe Dumars Fieldhouse does it say football.
Yeah, nowhere.
But I found a way to make a football game.
Found a way.
That was really good. I like that. Do you guys play kickball at all?
Yeah, I played kickball, but I did. I was a part of that generation of the rollerbladers, the hockey. We actually had inter-neighborhood leagues set up by like some of the parents, some of the HOA, some of my friends from John Glenn High School and such.
We had the
PVC.
Homeowners Association. You got an HOA.
All of that.
He's big time growing up.
I was like, whoa.
It was fire, bro.
Hey, he had a rec room.
My dad had a rec room, but he still lets me know that to this day.
It sure seems like it. Let me see this. So Anakin says kickball is big in my area because of all the open field, used it for baseball teams. That's really good stuff.
I played kickball when I was in Georgia. Like when I moved from Georgia back to Detroit when I was 11, 12, it was less kickball up here. In the South, tons of kickball. Tons of kickball. I might have just been in the wrong neighborhoods.
How about this one? Slingshots and BB gun fights.
What?
Ooh, okay.
Rollerblading in Flint would have made you a moving target. Street hockey was popular. The city ruined it by passing ordinances. That's adults getting in the way, isn't it, of kids? Epic wiffle ball games with the Green Monster. That is so cool. And people would make sure they're look at the HOA. Stick runs an HOA. He needs to organize their street hockey league.
There we go.
Yeah. That's so cool. I really appreciate it. I'd love to be able to get to all of them. Unfortunately, we can't, but thank you for that because that's
it's back down memory lane.
It does bring back memory. Some people about marbles. Did you play marbles?
So I didn't play with marbles except one time. And if my mom is listening, she knows exactly where I'm going with this. I was in Atlanta, and they were shooting marbles. I didn't know how to play the game, but I was maybe 7, 8 years old. I picked up a marble. That was bad. I picked up one of their marbles. They didn't like me anyway because I was from Detroit. I just moved there. All these country kids, anyway. So I throw the marble at the ground. It splits in half, ricochets, and shoots right back up in my eye. I literally have a mark.
You'll poke your eye out, kid.
On my nose. I'll show you. It's a mark on my nose. It's right here. Look how close that is to my eye. And my mom was mad. I never picked up another marble after that. I mean, I wasn't playing the game the right way, but
apparently not. But to get that upset, I get it. All right, I get it. I do. I mean, if people aren't going to let you in, I'll show you. So I never played marbles, pitch pennies, did stuff like that. But marbles is interesting. Dominoes is interesting.
Quarters. You remember flipping quarters?
I remember flipping quarter bounce in college, but I don't remember flipping quarters.
I did that one a lot.
I played that too, but we flipped quarters. So back when I was at Malcolm X and King High School, what I'm saying, another life, you flip the quarter, whatever it lands on.
Yeah.
If the other person lands on that, you get the quarter.
Oh,
so
nice.
if you flip a heads and I flip a heads, then I get your quarter.
Oh.
You just keep going like that.
Wow.
100%.
You make some money.
Hey.
That's lunch right there.
Especially when you're 11, 12, 13 years old.
Hell yeah.
Bring this cash over here.
Yeah, that's not bad. I like that a lot.
Anakin Skywalker, he's thinking where I'm thinking, man. He says, yep, airsoft and paintball is very popular.
Yeah.
Paintball.
Laser tag.
What
laser tag was used before paintball.
Oh, yeah.
Laser tag took over.
Was it before
everywhere.
paintball? I thought it was after paintball.
I think laser tag and then paintball took over and then laser tag died down.
Paintball's a great bonding type situation where you get a bunch of people together. Like some people, they'll do it for bachelor parties. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
My first time was at a bachelor party.
Was it?
And now I'm hooked.
Now you're hooked?
Hooked.
Did you play quite a bit?
Oh, before that, no, but now I try to go at least a few times a year. I want to go more than that.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love that stuff. All right, we're going to move into some sports discussion here coming up. We've got Braylon's Breakdown at 3 o'clock. Dr. Jeffrey Pierce coming at 3:30. We want to get into a college football discussion as well, and it has to do with the Heisman. What the hell has happened to the Heisman Trophy in terms of running backs? We'll get to that as well.
Just in general.
But yeah, just in general.
I see that mic up there by Braylon, the hand, the stick mic. What's going on?
Well, you know, I'm excited because this means it's a Braylon's Breakdown is coming.
Exactly.
Let me get it out of here.
But he's not breaking down Bill Belichick and what an idiot he's been at North Carolina.
That's the breakdown.
But there is a major breakdown in Chapel Hill. But when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about the Tigers. The win yesterday, we were on the air for a lot of it, but when we left, it was trouble. By the time we start talking again, they're in great shape. What else would you want than Scuba going in Game 5 tomorrow night in Seattle? We'll get to all that coming up here on the Braylon Edwards Show on Woodward Sports. Glad you're with us.
Corporations, the government, even your insurance company will do whatever it takes to minimize their liability. They don't want to have any fault in any matter, so they're going to minimize the blame, and they're going to try to put that blame on you. Don't let it happen. You get with Ben Johnson today. Make him your attorney. Make him the first call that you make. Go to VinFights.com. You get this guy on your side, and he and his law firm will fight for you. They will make sure you get the results that you want. Contact him today at VinFights.com.
This is a perfect night for you to visit Art and Jake's. And I don't say that just because they're partners with us. I don't say that because of that. It's if you want to watch a lot of things at the same time, you don't have to deal with that clicker where you're going last, or you're not, I guess you don't make enough money like Kool-Aid did back in an HOA where you can have four different TVs. What you could do is you could go to Art and Jake's and make it really easy on yourself. What do? They've got 80 TVs, man. So you're going to be watching the Wings. You're going to be watching baseball. There's 4 of them on today, I believe, or 3 of them. And you're going to be watching football because the Giants and Eagles play. So that's what you got. You got good stuff all day long. You're going to be able to enjoy it with 80 screens at Art and Jake's, 22 drafts. It's there for you with really good food and a whole lot more. Art and Jake's. Download their Art and Jake's app. Join AJ's fan club and make every game day a winning day.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new face, new focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Every Sunday, there's only one place to get all your kneecapping, hard-hitting Detroit Lions coverage. Start your Sunday with the Lions Weekly Report with Broder and Terry Foster. Then, the Lions pregame show with Neil Rule and Sean Baligian. At kickoff, keep it locked in for all the emotions of the game with a live watch party with the heavyweights. Then, recap the game with the Lions postgame show with Anson. Game days, there's no other place to be than Woodward Sports. Live all game day. Go Lions. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Ever wonder what goes on inside the game?
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shep.
Edwards has it. 10-5, touchdown.
On the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Ball looks in zone. Got Edwards for the touchdown.
Where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network. Head to woodwardsports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. Woodwardsports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at woodwardsports.com.
Time for you to start your journey. And if you've already started your journey, well, it's time for you to continue it at the right place. Planet Fitness should be the gym for you. Look, there's no judgment here. And also, we understand that fitness fits into your budget, so that's why our price points are the right ones. And then also, too, physical, mental, same thing. You want to make sure that health is real and that fitness is right. With over 50 metropolitan Detroit locations, Planet Fitness is the gym for you. There's no judgment. Once again, there's clean locker rooms. In fact, squeaky clean locker rooms. And then once again, that black card, it's only $24.99. Aqua Hydro massage chairs and access to all that Planet Fitness is. Come on down today. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Want to get to the chat and the super chats for sure. But I want to tell you first and foremost that today is a perfect day. And I mean a perfect day for you to enjoy Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea and Woodward Sports. We'd love you to sit back and enjoy one while you're watching the Braylon Edwards show. But it's perfect for tonight because of all the sports that are on. It'll be perfect this weekend. Sunday night football with the Lions and Chiefs. If you're not in Kansas City, it doesn't matter. You can still enjoy the game and enjoy a clean, crisp sip with no bubbles, real iced tea, real vodka, and only 100 calories. It is Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, but please drink responsibly.
And we back.
I want to get to the super chats for sure. And a lot of the chats, people kind enough to jump on board, and we love that. I mean, we love the interaction. That's what it's all about. But I really want to make sure we get those super chats in. So, Kool-Aid,
yes,
if somebody's banging those out, and there's quite a bit already in there, why don't you go ahead and
we do have a couple
away.
super chats. Yeah. I'll read them both because they're both about the Tigers. Randall Smalls, $5 super chat, and he has #1 spot today amongst our top fans. He says, I was told today was dump on Tigers because they lost. How'd that work out? And then Joe Hupsher in the chat, number two chat family member. He says, so do you think Scuba and the Tigers can pull a game 1 and beat Seattle?
Do you? I think it's crazy to bet against Derek Sewell.
Yeah.
But I thought the same thing a year ago in Cleveland. He lasted 6 innings, gave up 5 runs on 6 hits. Okay. I thought the same thing earlier this year in Cleveland when he went Braylon Edwards, hike. Okay. I'm not going to say that that's who he is. I'm just telling you that was the feeling going in. Yeah. So I would guarantee you that people in Seattle are a hell of a lot less confident than the people in Detroit. That said, George Kirby's got really good stuff. And George Kirby is 1-0 in 2 starts against Detroit with a very good ERA and an even better whip. His whip is .0615. He doesn't make many mistakes except when Kerry Carpenter's at the dish. I think Detroit wins it, but there's 2 things, okay? I think they got to get a lead early on, and Scooble's going to have to entice swings and misses from a team that doesn't do that a lot on his changeup. They spit on his changeup last time he started. It's the reason Polanco went deep twice. Polanco hit 2 fastballs deep. If he can get that changeup, if he can entice swings and misses on the changeup, he's going to be even better than we originally thought. I think it'll be a really close game, though.
Yeah, I'm not going to go too much into the analytics. I think you covered that in terms of what the game is and what needs to happen. I think for me, it's just more so not looking at the Tigers anymore from what they lost, not looking at the Tigers anymore from the 15.5 that they relinquished to lose the lead, and then they had to fight the Guardians to get in, then they barely got in, and then they're fighting against the Seattle Mariners. They go up game 1, and then in a closeout game yesterday for the Mariners, it seemed like it was all but over, and oh, by the way, here comes the 5th, 6th, and 7th inning. I'm going to look at it through that lens. It seems that in the last 2 weeks of the season, the Tigers have turned into fighters. It turns into the team that can make the play happen when they need to, can win the series when they need to, can go on the road and close out a game or can make something happen, find some magic. Like yesterday, I thought it was all but over. Even though I picked them to win the series in the sweep, I was wrong, clearly. Going into that game, you're waiting. Like we talked about yesterday, what's the feel? How's it going to be? Are they going to come out and fight? When they go down 2-0 early, fans are looking for the exit. People are like, here it is.
Yeah.
Here's the season finally being over. But not so fast.
I was actually encouraged when they were down 2-0, and here's the reason why. I thought the turning point of the game and maybe the turning point of the postseason, I don't think it's the season, but the turning point is Kyle Finnegan in the 4th. When you enter in the fourth inning with the bases juiced and nobody out, and you hold them to 1 run.
Yeah.
That could have been a crooked number. It could have been a big inning. It could have been the end of the game. And I thought that was the most important inning Detroit has had, definitely in the playoffs. And you could argue all season long. He's not used to coming in the fourth.
Right.
He's used to coming in later in games. Kudos to him. I didn't understand why A.J. Hinch pulled Casey Mize. I thought Casey Mize was really good. I thought it was a mistake. He went to Tyler Holton, didn't get an out. Finnegan came in and saved the day. So with that said, to your point.
Does that give you – does that change the conversation slightly about what was done at the trade deadline, or is it the same conversation, just one of the guys he happened to work out in that moment?
So I learned from a lot of people, and what I've learned from you is let it go. Okay?
Yes.
And the reason to let it go is because there's nothing you can do about it right now. I can be upset about it, and I can talk about it post-season, okay? But right now it doesn't really do me any good, okay? So I'm trying to get that out of my head. I will say this. What was the most encouraging thing for me about the Tigers yesterday isn't the pitches that they necessarily swung at and hit. It's the pitches they didn't swing at. They looked like themselves from June by taking pitches that they were taking back then. And that allowed them, I thought they were better on the fastball. I thought they were better middle cut. That was more encouraging to me than anything else. And if they can do that, tomorrow night against George Kirby, lay off the slider, lay off some of his off-speed stuff, easier said than done, rocket those fastballs, then they're going to be in pretty good shape.
Let me ask you a question. Yesterday we talked about something that happened 2 days ago. Now, since the New York Yankees are out of the playoffs, they're out of the postseason. But to save their season, Aaron Judge, he came up when all was on the line. He connects. He hits the bomb. They take the lead. They never relinquish it. Finally, Aaron Judge has that moment. That was truly a moment. They lose the series, but in that moment, it's
hit 600 for the series.
100%. 100%. We talked about a guy that's the best player on this team, at least he was during the season, needing a moment. No home runs in the postseason. What has he done? A lot of strikeouts. When is this guy going to find that moment, find that chance? What is that home run yesterday by Riley Green, which was an absolute moonshot? What does that do for him? What does that do for the conversation where he's at?
It's a great question.
Is that a good enough moment for him to, okay, he's arrived, and now he has to follow it up?
Yeah, put him in front.
Okay.
I guess I would ask you, would it be the same thing for Javier Baez, who tied the game with an RBI single and then kind of gave him a little more cushion with a home run, changing people's minds? I think it's really hard to change people's minds. I doubt it, because it's going to be one of those, sure, he did that, but ... I would ask you the same thing about Spencer Torkelson, who fisted a double down the right field line in Seattle that helped them win in extra innings, and also did it in Game 2 or Game 3, I believe, against Seattle, down the right field line, more of a rocket. So do people look at him differently?
But I think
probably not.
I think with Spencer Torkelson, you pretty much know what you're going to get out of him. I think you understand what he is as a ball player. I don't think you see Spencer Torkelson as being somebody that's going to be 7-8-time All-Star, somebody that's going to be anything like that. I think he's going to be a very serviceable first baseman, will get a little bit better each year. But this is what he is for the most part. I think with Riley Green, this is a guy that is ascending to a different level potentially, is a guy that has the talent to do more. And in a moment like that, this is an official moment. Maybe this moment takes him to the next place.
Maybe you're thinking he's a guy you can build around. And Torkelson maybe not so much.
Yeah.
Right?
There it is.
I'm glad you brought up Aaron Judge. Full disclosure, I've liked him, always liked him. Somebody in the chat here says Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is better than Aaron Judge. No, he's not. I mean, not in my opinion. Okay, no, he's not. When Judge has won the MVPs and hit the home runs, okay, you want to look at the postseason. He's getting his team there to have a chance to fail. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., not quite as often, okay? And on a Toronto team that has spent quite a bit of money, okay? I am not going to lay the loss to the Yankees at Aaron Judge's feet, even though last year we know in the World Series it wasn't good enough.
He crapped the bed.
Yeah, and he understands that as much as anybody else.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you're talking about players, I think if you polled 100 baseball players outside of Toronto and New York and said who's better, every single one of them would say Aaron Judge.
Is that the conversation?
That's from somebody in the chat.
Oh,
yeah.
sometimes I don't pay attention. Like, no, he's nowhere in no world is he better than Aaron Judge, especially what Aaron Judge has done over the last 8 years. You want to just go the last 2 years. He's not better than him. Is he hitting better than him in the postseason? Traditionally, yes, he is. He has better numbers. He does it consistently, 100%. Did he have better postseason this series? Yes, he did. And Aaron Judge had a damn good one. But, he had a better one. I don't think he's a better player, though.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't even think having a better postseason record or having a better in the series record it constitutes him being a better player. It's just not facts. Like, you look at the stats are the stats. Like, Aaron Judge is doing something that hasn't been done in how long? Maybe ever.
Yeah, I would remind people this when you, again, numbers with baseball, which can be a little overwhelming, I think. We rely too much on him. I just want to remind people that he led, he's not just a power hitter. He led the league in hitting, okay? He was second in the league in home runs. He led the league in WAR. He led the league in OPS. He led the league in slugging. And for a big guy who is viewed as a home run hitter, he led the league in on-base percentage. Now, you can talk about the strikeouts all you want, and that's fair. It's a fair game. But that dude is a pretty complete offensive player. He doesn't have many holes. He's not going to get a hit every single time, but he doesn't have many holes. So I don't think that's necessarily an argument you'd probably want to have in this type of situation. Let's get to some football here. We've got a football game tonight in the Giants and the Eagles. And I wanted your thoughts on, not that we're going to do Giants TV here, but Jackson Dart is starting again. And I'm wondering, not that you can go backwards to Russell Wilson, but I'm wondering, with younger quarterbacks, trying to figure out for me how much to throw at them at one time and how to try and gauge their ability to learn so quickly on the fly.
You got to throw it on what at that particular time they can handle and what's around them. You look at what's around Jackson Dart. An average offensive line, you get the running back. You got 2 running backs, and one is a young guy by the name of Cam Scatterboo who has some talent. He showed you he's physical, he's aggressive, he will block, but he's still young. He's trying to figure out his way in this NFL, in this offensive system by Brian Dable, which he makes overly complex, in my opinion, as having him as an offensive coordinator before. But who are your wide receivers? Yeah, your guy that was one of the best wide receivers in the league, guess what? He's out for the season.
Right.
So there's no Malik Neighbors to rely on, to depend on. They're still trying to figure out who the tight ends are. Like, those are the guys that typically help out a young quarterback. If you have a young quarterback, you got a tight end that can help him out. He's a safe route. He's a 5-yard throw, a 3-yard throw. Somebody can extra help and protection, provide another chip. Who's that tight end for them? Who's the other wide receivers? Are you relying on Jalen Hyatt, the guy out of Tennessee that everybody said was going to be some star, and it just has not worked out for him? So there's a lot coming at him. He's playing against the Philadelphia Eagles. I didn't think they would pull Russell into dire straits, and they did, and they got a win. But
it's pretty early to pull them. They got a win and a loss, by the way. Yeah,
it was pretty early for this to be the offense. Like, it was pretty early for this to be the system that you have. Like, it's not like Russell was operating with a really good system, and you just need an upgrade.
It's a panic move, you think? You think that was a panic move? Yeah.
I think it's also, too, it's Brian Dable. He knows his job is on the line.
Right.
He knows his ass is in the sling.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, we don't care about the coach of the year that you won 3 years ago, which was, anyway.
Yeah.
Like, we care about right now. What are you going to do? I drafted this quarterback. I better play him. Because if you keep playing Russell Wilson and you keep losing, they'll just remove you from the situation.
What did you say the other day? It kind of gives you a little bit of a runway here. Yeah. Oh, here's the excuse. I started the quarterback we drafted, and I started him quarter way into the season, and 100%. It could be a little bit of a challenge. Did you see that?
I was the one that made the change. I didn't wait too long.
Yeah.
Things like this, they go into the conversation.
Yeah, trying to justify it.
Yeah.
You saw the quick trade yesterday, Jags and the Browns. Greg Newsome, a guy you and I talked about as a possible corner coming to Detroit for a draft pick or so. Instead, what was it? It was Tyson Campbell going to Cleveland from Jacksonville. They swapped corners and draft picks. I thought it was kind of an odd switch, but maybe it's just a change of scenery. Do you think the Lions missed the boat there? Long pregnant pause tells me yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because this is a situation that we talked about. Cornerback has become the number one priority for the Detroit Lions as it relates to picking up a player, trading for a player, hitting something by the trade deadline. It's no longer the defensive end. Could they use the defensive end? Sure. Is that prime over a DB? Not right now. We talked about it. This is a DB that I do like. This is a DB that they love going man-to-man with in Cleveland.
Yeah.
They did. Jim Schwartz loved to go man-to-man with Denzel Ward as well as Newsome. And Newsome will cover you. He had attitude, and he's a damn good tackler. These are all things that fit into the pantheon of what Kelvin Shepherd's defense is. Thought it would only take another player. I didn't think it would take much. We talked about that. And the Jags, who already have a really good defense this year, where their defense is making some strides, let's say that, they already have a good secondary. And now their secondary is getting better because, you know what? Jags actually believe in who they are now. Jags believe that this is the piece that will make their defense better, that will give them better odds because it's sitting at 4-1. All of a sudden they believe in themselves. So, yeah, I think they missed the boat, but maybe they're working on a situation like this with a player like this that we don't know. We've been saying that for 3 years. And
They might have. I mean, maybe Jacksonville starts feeling their oats after that win over Kansas City. 4-1. Think about it for a minute. The 4-1 compared to a 3-2 for a team like Jacksonville is a massive jump.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Also, too, is you're 3 games away from being 500. Like, looking at that, you're 3 games. You have put your games 3 games ahead of 500. That's a hell of a lead.
Yeah.
Now you start, okay, let's do it. Let's dial in. Okay, let's pretend. Man, what?
Yeah, and a belief, too. A belief that is there, too. And I don't think that should be underrated by any stretch.
I left the Cleveland Browns when I got traded in 2009, which actually was like a couple days ago, which is crazy. It's been that long. I left when I was 0-4 on a Tuesday. Shep, in a matter of hours, I went from 0-4 to 3-1. Like, it is a massive spirit jump when you're looking at what your record is. Now, we would lose like 2-3 in a row, but when you're looking at 3-1 versus 0-4, what?
I had we talked a little college football yesterday. Today I wanted to dive into this aspect of it. I used to have a Heisman vote for a long time. Very proud of it. Really important to me. I think
who did you vote for in 2004?
Oh boy, I mean all the years run together for me. Braylon Edwards probably,
Yeah.
but the odds right now, I don't know where they stand. Dante Moore, the Detroiter, is in the conversation. I'm sure Carson Beck from Miami is creeping into the conversation. There have been 3 running backs who have won the Heisman Trophy since 2000. Okay? Non-Alabama running backs haven't finished atop that since Reggie Bush in 2005. Of the first 48 Heisman Trophy winners, and that was from 1935 through 1983, 35 of those 48 were running backs or fullbacks, including 11 in a row at one point. That's how important the position was. Okay? Before Ashton Genty last year was a finalist, no running back was a top 4 vote getter since 2017. And lastly, since 2000, there have been 20 running backs to go over 2,000 yards in their career.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, I don't know if Justice Haynes is going to do that, all right? He could be in the conversation right now because of those numbers right there. 654 yards, 8 touchdowns. You average 8 yards per touch. That's head-turning right there. A, what do you think has happened with the running back at the collegiate level? B, do you think this kid, who looks really good as a running back and does a nice job in helping Michigan's offense balance, do you think he's a legitimate Heisman candidate?
The game went away from the run. The run was the quintessential thing starting with the beginning in 1927 or 25. Like, the run was what it was. Like, running was how you made your bread in the NFL. It's how you score points. Even after you inserted the forward pass, it still was running. You can go back to, the list goes on. Reg Grange, you can start with the Jim Browns of the world. Like, the running game was it. Fast forward to the 90s, it's still about the run game. Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, the game, LaDainian Tomlinson towards the end of the 90s and into the 2000s. It's always about the running back. Fast forward, When the game went the way of the pass, for real, when everybody's passing, well, that's how you sell your tickets. That's what they're leaning towards. That's where the calls are at. That's what they want to showcase. They want the game to be more exciting, more butts in the seats, more people, more all around the world. So now everything is passing. They start putting the emphasis on passing in the NFL. It trickles down to the college landscape. You start allowing the kids to pass the ball more, start throwing earlier. Now you have more Heisman Trophy winners that are quarterbacks starting in the 90s with Danny Warford, Gino Torretti, Charlie Ward, who's a running quarterback but could throw the ball as well. Fast forward into the late 90s. Passing has become the thing, and the quarterback gets all the credit. So because the quarterback got all the credit, he's the one winning the award, and that trickles down to the NFL as well, the MVP. It's all about the quarterback.
So you think it's a quarterback award?
It's a quarterback award, 100%. That's why they create side awards like the Offensive Player of the Year, so they can really tell you who they feel might be the most impactful player.
Yeah, to your point, I mean, Bryce Young, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels.
Quarterbacks.
Back to back. Just prior to that, Devontae Smith.
And also, too, for the running back situation, true, he had like a Desmond Howard situation where the number one wide receiver at his school got hurt. He becomes the number one, and he fills the award. But also, too, it's the right running back at the right school. That hasn't happened. Outside of the Alabamas, what's the running back? Maybe Bijan Robinson. They didn't finish. But who's the running back at the school? Because Ashton Genty with the Boise State.
Right.
And they're not letting Boise State win the Heisman. You can say what you want to. It's not the small school. And if you're going to be a small school, it's got to be like Louisville, and you have to be Lamar Jackson. Like, so the running back position, Justice Hayes, to answer your question, if Michigan rolls off the rest of the season, they finish 10-2, he gets these numbers up to 18. Well, you have some games before then. What is that? Boom, boom, boom. If he can get these numbers 1,800, 1,750, 20 touchdowns, it's going to take 20. Like, you're not coming in here 18 touchdowns. 20 is the number for a running back. 20 or more touchdowns, 1,750 by the time they do it in New York, because you still have 2 games after that. Yeah, because it's Michigan.
Yeah, I don't know about at least my vote. I never really looked at what school they went to. I looked at their competition.
But see, hold on.
And a few other things. Well, Robert Griffin III's Baylor. But does that mean?
But what I'm saying, he was super special. It was a small school, but he was special. He was elite. I'm not telling you what you do. I'm not saying what you do, Shep.
I'm just saying in general.
But you have to take it out of the equation. I know what they do.
Yeah.
You're only speaking for what you do. It is a political award. It is a political award unless you're at Alabama winning national championships and rushing for 2,000 yards like Derrick Henry.
Or Ron Dane in Wisconsin.
100%.
Okay.
So you won't get a running back that's going to win the award that doesn't go to one of the major schools. And the problem with that, the major schools, what are they doing? Ohio State's passing the ball. Georgia's passing the ball. Alabama's trying to pass the ball. Clemson's passing the ball. Oklahoma's passing the ball. All the major institutions are throwing. Texas throwing the ball. Oklahoma, Mateer, he's running as a quarterback, but he's throwing the ball down the field.
Do you think Jeremiah Smith's got a shot?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, if they would increase his numbers, I mean, he's on track now. He had 2 touchdowns last game. He needs to slow down, too, because I don't need him breaking any records that somebody owns. But, yes, he has a shot because he's viewed as the best player in college football. They have hyped him up. He had a hell of a year last year, and he's a hell of a player. But they've hyped him up into such a space where the downtown Association of New York
Athletic Club, yeah.
There you go, where the Heisman is won. They're paying attention to what he does. They're not looking at saying. They're looking at Jeremiah Smith because he's Ohio State. Once again, it's a brand.
It's good stuff. Michigan's at USC this weekend. I don't know if you're going. I know some of your buddies and you have been talking about it.
I decided to stay back.
Long trip out there. How much do you think that matters? And USC's a pretty good football team. Credit where credit is due. Are they ranked 25th?
No, they're unranked.
They're not ranked?
They lost to Illinois.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
USC
They were ranked 25th
yes, they were.
before losing to Illinois. Yeah.
USC stinks. I just want to put that on the record. I think they stink. I think they're frauds in 4-1. You saw that by coming on the road and losing to Illinois, a team that really isn't necessarily that good. With that being said, I never like these games. I never like going out there, especially if a coach doesn't understand that you should go out there 2 days before so that you can let your kids get acclimated to the time, acclimated to what's going on, get your food in you for a 48-hour period so that you can really be rocking and rolling when the game starts. We went out to Oregon, I'm going to say my junior year. Let's start my freshman year. We went out to Washington. We left Friday. And we left Friday.
Michigan's leaving Thursday.
And went to some classes, too. Like, we didn't leave until, I want to say, like, Lloyd had us at Schembeckler maybe 11. Then we got down there, caught the flight, went out there, walked around Oregon, saw what it was.
It affected you, though.
Yeah, went to sleep, woke up and played a game. I didn't know where the hell I was, what time it was.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that weighs heavy when you go out to the West Coast. You saw the same thing for Illinois.
I'm surprised coaches would make that mistake, number one. And number two,
dumb.
why they wouldn't talk to their leaders about when they want to leave.
Also,
I get a lot of the certain things with school and classes and the availability of a plane and so on and so forth. Michigan's leaving today. I think it's really important.
I want
they're going to the Chargers facility
smart.
tomorrow.
Exactly. They're doing the Jets West, as Sharon called it. That's smart. I'm glad they're doing that. But going out there, look, man, you play at USC. USC's the Coliseum. It's going to be people out there. It's going to be a whole bleep show. You know, it's going to be a you know what? It's Hollywood. It's fun. It's engaging. I just want to see what these young players do on the road in this environment. Last time they were on the road, they got a nice dub at Nebraska. Got a big win, good environment, night game.
Yeah.
I just want to see what this looks like because USC is not a good team. So if they go out here and they muck it up and they lose, it tells me a lot.
I also think the Oklahoma game helps a ton in terms of the road environment, especially. Well, that game, the USC game is not played at night. It's played at 4:30 West Coast time, 7:30 here.
Different element though. It's a Hollywood element out there.
But it definitely, I think it helps.
Do you think we make too much of the road environment? These guys are used to playing in these big games and these big showcases. I don't think the road environment means a damn thing unless you're playing in a place like within your conference. Well, of course they're in the conference, but that play, it's not like that play. Michigan playing at Penn State and playing at Ohio State is a hell of a lot, twice as more difficult and intimidating as it is at USC.
Yeah.
It's not even just about the intimidation of USC. It's more just about all of the. First of all, your
the sidebars.
First of all, your quarterback's 18.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to that. Your starting quarterback, who is figuring his way through this NIL space in this landscape of university, he's 18 years old. So you taking him on the road? Yeah, he went on the road to Nebraska. It looked good. They got a win. There were some throws in there he missed. There were some interesting plays of that. What does it look like? USC is different. It's on the road. It's a big school. It's a big name. Blah blah blah. The glitz, the glamour. Who's on the sideline? These things they play a factor in 18, 19, 20-year-olds' head. Because I was sure checking the sidelines. I saw Will Ferrell on the sideline when I played against USC.
Snoop.
Like, I saw Amon-Ra on the sideline when I played against Oregon. He was over there talking stuff to who was he talking to? I can't remember. But I paid attention to all those things. I wanted to show out. Let me show you why you should have came to this
Did
game.
you?
Yes. Every time.
So it wasn't too much for you then.
I was wearing that number one. It comes with the territory.
It comes with the territory. Speaking of football, Michigan State, in the meantime, is at home against UCLA, and they have homecoming taking place. Last week, after a disappointing loss to Nebraska, in which none of the three facets of the game were all that impressive, there was a little bit of Aiden Childs on the sideline, Nick Marsh on the sideline. Their two best players on offense, at least, getting after it on one another. What's your take on teammates get into confrontations on the sidelines during a college football season? And then, by the way, to their credit, afterwards saying, hey, you know what? We talked about it. We smoothed it out. We're all good, which guys can do much easier than women. No offense.
No, it's absolutely true. I mean, it's fine. Younger guys, it's different than the NFL. NFL, you can have that boom, boom, boom and be good 2 seconds later. Sometimes when you're in college, you have that bang, bang, but, you can't necessarily get over in that moment. You can't professionally turn back into a wide receiver and go out there and make plays. So it can be tough. We'll see how this matriculates, but
you wouldn't worry too much about it unless it snowballs into a loss against a bad UCLA
What I'm worried
team.
about is the fact that Aiden Childs had 2 interceptions and 85 yards against Nebraska team that is average defense at best.
Right.
Childs had a lot of happy feet.
And then when you see a wide receiver that's as good as Nick Marsh, when you see what he's doing and how he's open and he's figuring out and you see the things, you know what the argument's about.
Sure does.
Like, you know what the conversation is about. Nick Marsh just can't let that happen on the sideline again. Like, even if it's on Aiden Childs, I'm going to tell you a secret. Getting into it on the sideline with him, yelling at him, telling him he missed the throw, or what the hell is he doing, it ain't going to get you more rocks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not going to get you more looks open. It's not going to have him say, yeah, you're absolutely right. Let me do that. So he's trying to fight through some things. He's trying to figure some things out. And in this moment, as opposed to, all right, look, man, we're going to figure this thing out together. Slow it. Take your time. I'm with you. Hey, you better blah, 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 blah. Now he's like, well, you know what? Hell with you. I'll F you.
Yeah.
So
it's not going to get you more rocks, and it may turn into a deeper conversation when you go into a college or a pro football combine.
Keep fighting, because Nick Marsh, let me tell you about the University of Michigan. It's a great institution. It's right down the road from you, man. It's beautiful. We got NIL. We got the money. We have everything that you need at the University of Michigan. And you will get a first-class education.
And a quarterback.
First-class education, man. We got – man, talk to me, man. Hit your boy up, man.
Well, his quarterback's not bad.
No, he's not.
You got a guy that's trying to be the guy. But realistically – this is something to keep an eye on because they play UCLA that just beat Penn State. So
So you wonder how that works for UCLA's in favor of UCLA, but there's ways you can look at it where it could be a negative as well. Okay, you look at it from obviously it gives them confidence. Does it give them false bravado? Okay, when we talk about things like that.
No, they're on upset mode. You look at what just happened at UCLA. They got rid of Deshaun Foster, fired a couple the offensive coordinator. Defensive coordinator, fired Deshaun Foster. Probably, you remember his press conference. You remember his
Big Ten Media Day.
Big Ten Media Day, the open.
It was horrible.
He was horrible, 100%. So you knew it wasn't going to go well.
That's right.
I guarantee that culture up there is very interesting, and they seem like they got a guy for whatever reason that they fought for, that they played for, that they won a game for. You take that momentum and say, you know what, for the rest of the season, we're the upset guys. Like, that's what we are. We're the upset guys. We're coming in and wreak havoc.
Yeah.
We have nothing to lose. I don't want to play a team like that, especially if my quarterback's playing 2 interceptions, 85 yards, and he's fighting with my star wide receiver. If y'all don't fix that, you guys are next on the list.
Got to fix it early. I would expect Marsh to be targeted early on in that game as well against UCLA. The only worse Big Ten Media Day or media introduction of Deshaun Foster was what Mike McDaniel did earlier this week in trying to explain certain things about Miami's game. It was one of the more awkward situations you've seen in a long, long time, and might be another reason why Miami moves on from him. When we move on, we've got Braylon's Breakdown. It's what you've been waiting for all week and all day. Braylon's Breakdown on this Thursday, coming up next on the Braylon Edwards Show. Stay with us.
Definitely proud to collaborate with the Lead Foundation on this, man. We appreciate all the work you do in picking the Smoothie King Athlete of the Week. Check this out. We got a great one for you tomorrow. I don't want to reveal too much information, but this person is a freshman. That's right. We have a freshman that is making the Smoothie King High School Athlete of the Week.
Freshman?
So can't wait to talk to. Zip my lip. I won't give you any more. If you want to nominate somebody to be Smoothie King High School Athlete of the Week, all you do is scan this QR code above my head. That's right. You can nominate your students. You can nominate your son, your daughter, you can nominate who you want to. All they have to do is be deserving of the award. Recovery is where winners are made, and Smoothie King has a clean ingredients. That's right, clean ingredients. Real fruit, protein. They help me refuel, and they should help you refuel too. And they will help the Smoothie King High School Athlete Week refuel to the tune of free smoothies all through 2026. So you need to go down to Smoothie King. You need to get in the game because they have taken the chance. You should take the chance too.
And tell the people about the good doctor.
He's coming up.
Pierce. It's like back to back to back. You gotta give her brother a rest, man. You gotta give her brother a rest, but don't give Dr. Pierce a rest because he wants to get you back in the game. And I use back because a lot of times it's my back that he's getting back right. Michigan Sports and Spine, you can catch him on Big D Energies on Tuesdays, and you catch him on Thursdays. Like today, he'll be in studio 248-426-9944. Scan the QR code above my head. Anything you have, guess what? He can diagnose and get you back to where you want to be.
Head to woodwardsports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. Woodwardsports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at woodwardsports.com.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
The Tigers are the best team in baseball. Get the best coverage in Detroit right here on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. Every Scooble start, every green homer, and all the action can be followed on all of our social media. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. It's World Series or bust, Detroit, and we are here for the ride. Woodward Sports. Ever wonder what goes goes on inside the game.
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shep.
Edwards has it. 10-5, touchdown.
On the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Ball looks in zone. Got Edwards for the touchdown.
Where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network.
You know how some things are so good they should be world famous, but they're not? Our house-made vinaigrette is one of those things. And the antipasto salad, we drizzle it over. Same with our hand-battered chicken tenders. Original recipe soups and pasta sauces. It's almost as if our original world-famous Detroit-style pizza is mocking them. And that's not very nice.
You smell that? That's Brad Holmes cooking. And the off-season smells good. Woodward Sports. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community. Like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. The boys of summer are ready to get back to the playoffs, and there's no better place to get your Tigers coverage than Woodward Sports. Join us all season long as we follow as our hometown Tigers claw and fight. This ball is gone! Boys are back in town. Feel the roar with Woodward Sports. Hunting season is almost here, Detroit, and your Lions are on the prowl. Make sure you're locked into Woodward Sports for all the Dan Campbell reactions, Jared Goff touchdowns, Amon-Ra first downs, Penny pancakes, Kirby picks, Gibbs big plays, and of course, Jack Fox's leg. Stay locked in on all your Lions coverage right here on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new face. New focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
If you're in your car a lot like me, you want to make sure you enjoy your car. You want to make sure you enjoy your ride. Les Stanford can relate. All right, LesStanford.com. The inventory is insane, and the deals are just as crazy. Check it out. $229 a month for the 2025 Equinox EV LT. $229 a month plus tax. How about the 2025 Hummer EV SUT? $599 a month plus tax. They treat you right. They've got a great shop there where you can get your oil changed and have all your work done, but the inventory is outrageous, and it's perfect for you, and they'll have something for your budget. Check them out today, LesStanford.com.
You know what my car is right now. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's over at Jack's Car Wash where they detail it and get it right for you. Free vacuums, free compressed air, free matte cleaning robes. They have everything that you need. Also, You want to get car washes for the whole month? That's right. One price, car wash for that whole month, and it's not crazy. It's only $29.99. That is the unlimited plan by Jax. Over 40 locations all around Michigan. This is the place for you. In fact, we'll even get you started. Text WSN to 888-522-1729. Text that. Free car wash. Get you in the game. Remember, the unlimited plan is the only way to go.
All right, let's hear it.
We back.
And we back, yeah. Just before we get into Braylon's breakdown, which is the best thing on TV, it's the best thing you're going to see all week if you're a big sports fan.
Let's just show sponsored to you by.
Let's show folks this real quick. This was painted by. Is it right here? Is that the name?
Yeah, that's it. It's Salter.
Salter.
100%.
Okay.
And this is a gift. This is a gift from me by actually one of Woodward Sports' own back in the day. My man Jimmy Valou. I remember my guy Jimmy Valou. Yeah, that's JV. It's Jimmy Valou. Shout out to him. His son is a starting quarterback at Wall Lake Northern High School, and maybe he could be Smoothie King Athlete of the Week, but he does deserve it. But Jimmy got me this as a gift, man. I've been trying to figure out what to do with it. It's so dope. So I think we're going to put it in the studio. I'm going to put it behind me. Once we get the dimensions right, we'll put it up, man. This is a great, abstract, colorful piece of art, man. And I like what he did. So he took this is a touchdown against Ohio. This is actually my longest touchdown ever. No, second longest. 64-yard touchdown against Ohio State. But he added green and white to give it like a Michigan State / Ohio State feel.
The two big rivals, yep.
I told him, I said, it kind of looks more like Oregon than Michigan State, but.
The green?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could buy that.
Yeah.
North Texas, the big green.
There you go.
Something like that.
So
that's going to go up right here.
Rusher in the nation my senior year.
Oh, yeah?
Leading rusher, 1920.
Big green.
1960, yeah.
Why wouldn't you put this in your office at home?
Well, because I want the people to see it. And also, too, like, when someone gives you a gift, I like that gift to be, visible. I like it to be a conversational piece. Like, behind my head on the show that I do 5 days a week, I think that's a great spot for a gift.
That's sound judgment.
See?
All right, so we're going to put that up here coming up. In the meantime,
100%.
Let's get through Braylon's breakdown. It is the best stuff we've been waiting for all week long. And there's a lot of different. We're doing a lot of different breakdowns here. Okay, yeah. We're going to start with a guy who has been arguably. I was watching a bunch of videos on Luke Kuechly today. I don't know how I got on it.
He's a monster.
But there was the rabbit hole. Jack Campbell, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Generation X proudly presents the tag teams. Now I'm just messing with you guys. I got a little excited right there. The Road Dogg, Jesse James, and the badass Billy Gunn. No, I'm okay. Yeah, I get excited sometimes,
it gets me fired up.
See, we're talking about WWF a little bit earlier. You know what I'm saying? I had to jump into that. All right, let's have some fun. This is a play that it doesn't look like much happened on this play. You see it? It's second quarter, minute left in the half. It's a play by Jack Campbell. Just a little pass. We'll let the play roll out. I'll let you see it, and then we'll talk about it. We'll break it down. Let the play
roll out. And they're not
far
from field goal range there.
Right, got you. So they're literally at the 38.5. You roll the play. They fake it to chase. Blah, blah, blah. Try to roll out. Try to run a little screen. Nice tackle, Jack Campbell. He made a good play. It was an easy play. He did. But run that tape back, and let's check out a little thing that Jack Campbell does. All right, on this play for Jack Campbell, he's looking. He's got the running back. He's got eyes on the running back. What is the running back going to do? Because that's my guy. You'll watch he identifies his plays early. Actually, just hit play. Hit play. All right, boom. He identifies. Nope, let it run because I'm going to make him back. He identifies.
Oh.
Run it. All right, boom. He gets underneath. He makes a tackle. Now rewind it. Now I'm going to tell you what happened on this. After Campbell identifies that this left guard is going to be the one that comes out, so boom, he knows Chase Brown's his guy. Now he knows left guard is going to be the one to block. Watch the move that he makes on the left guard. He's going to take the left guard. When he notices it, he's going to run at him. Left guard's coming here to block, and then you'll see him do a little move. Hit play. All right, watch him. Right, you see the stutter step in the back up. Just that little move right there. Once he notices it, as opposed to run to where he knows where the play is going right now. He knows this is the fake, and then they're going to try to get a little screen pass to Brown. He knows that that's the play, but as opposed to run to the play, get blocked, get covered up, and then leave an opening, he's going to give a little stutter step, which freezes the guard, and then watch how it plays out. Hit play. Little stutter step right there, freezes the guard, keeps him vertical, and now he shoots to the spot. Watch what happens when he shoots to the spot after doing the stutter step. Look what it allows him to do. Up, he gets underneath, and then gets underneath, dip and rip, gets to Brown before he catches the ball, let it play.
He almost got to the running back
Tackles
before the quarterback
Brown
threw it.
for a 4-yard loss. Now rewind it back again. It's so small, it's so subtle, but see what happens if he doesn't make this move. He goes on there and gets blocked. Watch what this area is for Brown and for Browning and for this right side of the offensive line. Hit play. If he just doesn't do that, if he just hit play, you can let it roll. If he just goes, he gets blocked, he gets pushed past. Pause. Rewind it a little bit. Rewind it. All right. Play. Pause. Look at this area right here. Mm-hmm. If he gets pushed past, like if he would have come here, he would have gotten taken past this point. He would have gotten pushed past the point. You now have him on Campbell, him to come out here, turn on Anzalone, or go out there to Amik Roberts. You have 74 as another guy in this caravan. And obviously you got Aiden who also could have made the play. But just look at what this looks like right now.
Big play.
This is a big play. This takes you from the 38-yard line, potentially get up to the 30 field goal range. Mm-hmm. That's the name of the game, is to score points. You're getting field goal range. You feel a little bit better 4-13 versus 4-0 for Donut.
And it's in that
This
last
is what
2
it looks
minutes.
like. But because, go all the way back. Now you can just run it one time. Just watch what the little hesitation does. Hezzy, boom, boom. Now take off. Because that left guard is not going to beat Jack Campbell to that spot. We drafted him in the first round for a reason. That left guard with that hesitation is not beat Jack Campbell to that spot. That's how you get a loss of 3 versus a gain of 8, potentially more, and a field goal. Great job, Jack Campbell. Next play.
This is Amik Robertson, the cornerback.
This is Amik Robertson on the best wide receiver in the football coming into this season. They're at the red zone. Excuse me, not in the red zone. Excuse me. They're and backed up 3-yard line, coming out, 1st and 10, 18 seconds, start of the half. Hit play. We'll watch the play. We'll watch the route. Comes in motion. Free release. Single high. Has time. Has protection. He drops. He throws. Interception. Amik Robinson. How did this pass get interception? Let's talk about it. Let's watch the back copy. Here's the back copy. All right, starting here. What do we know right now? This is what we know right now. You got a bad offensive line. This will be my scouting report if I'm Amik Roberts. This is what I'm thinking about. This is what I'm already thinking about right now. Bad offensive line, backup quarterback, saw what he did the previous week, don't seem to have any rhythm. I know they're not going to take shots like a go route from the 3-yard line when they're down 14-0. Not going to happen. So I'm waiting and sitting on this route. I'm sitting on this route by Jamar Chase because I know ain't no way in hell he's throwing down the field with this offensive line, with this quarterback at this yard mark. Hit play. So now he's already sitting on it. Hit play.
Why does he give him a free release?
Because he's sitting on it. He wants to be able to pivot and turn to it. He wants to pivot and turn to it. Also, too, you don't want to get beat by Jamar Chase because this is man-to-man coverage. It's off man, but it's man. If you get beat by Jamar at the line of scrimmage, he's going to see it. And now it changes from the comeback that he's trying to run, changes to a quick hand up. Boom. I got the hand up. I got the route running. So hit play. He knows. Here we go. This is what hit play. Here we go. Boom, boom. He's watching it. He's watching it, waiting for him to show him something. And that was it. He showed it. He knew it was coming. When Jamar gave that little move on the inside, he knew he was coming outside. Rewind it. He was waiting. He was waiting for the tail. The tail is watch when Jamar comes in. He gives a little lazy kind of break on the inside to sell him that it's an inside route to create space for the outside route, and Amik Robinson wasn't buying it. All right, play. You can just let it run. Watch the little move right there. He knew. Now he's waiting to get out. Now it's really offensive pass interference, realistically, because the move didn't sell, because the move didn't work. Go back. Because that move didn't work, he ran into Amik Robinson as opposed to having space. The move he made, here we go right here. Look, the move he made, it didn't create the space he needed because now Amik's still waiting for him to come back here. If he went on a post route, maybe better for him. Him coming back here, Amik played it perfect. Now hit play. Now he has nowhere to go. He runs into me, Robinson. Technically, offensive pass interference right now, but they let him get away with it. Keep going. Then you hit play. He beats him to the spot. Quarterback throws the ball on the inside. You can't do that, sir. You cannot throw the ball on the inside. You will not be a starting quarterback or backup quarterback in end zone if you can't throw the ball on the outside. Even with that, if you throw the ball on the outside, Joe Burrow, this might be a completion. In fact, this probably is a completion. Maybe they call offensive pass interference. So great job by Amik Robinson from top to bottom to the end. Next play.
That's cool.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Hit play on this one. Little run. This will be a little pass to your boy Sammy Laporta. Little chip right here. Little fake. Look at the action. Oh, shoot. Hit rewind. Good. Hit rewind. Hey, you got to pick your jockstrap up, big fella. Watch 47 on this. You shouldn't have did him like that, Jameer. Woo. He knew it was over. Fake the action right here. Pull it back. 47. I know I'm scared. Which way is he going to go? Ha! Oh, Lord have mercy.
Man, that would have been a big play.
And that's a touchdown. Yeah. That'd be a touchdown. Yeah. Hit rewind. That was nasty. So
they were cooking on all levels.
This play is wide open all around. Like, this is Goff chose Sam Laporta. I feel like this was maybe a pre-snap decision. I want to get the ball to Sam. We haven't featured Sam, and Sam's been very consistent this year. So this is the thought process. All right,
he got a lot of targets on drive.
100%. You got a double block right here. You'll see this. This would be a block right here for Mahogany, and this would be a chip for Manu, who will kick over to the guy that's about to come off after he releases and after Brock Wright releases as well. And it's just a good play. It's a good route. Goff is going to be slightly behind on this throw. Hit play. You see the action. Mahogany steps down. Manu steps down. Sam Laporta, nice move on the tight end in tight space. He was a little high on his release, but he's strong as I don't know what, coming out of Iowa cornfields. So he pushes the guy. Now you see where this guy is going. J-Mo also is going to have one-on-one. He's going to actually beat his man on a corner route. Safety, because of Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs' action, and this is what's holding this safety here. Amon-Ra is also one-on-one. Everybody is open on this play. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. Hit play. Hit play. Now, see, Goff can't wait this long. See, you can do this against a bad team. Cincinnati Bengals are bad. Everybody and their mama is open, and it works. Goff's got this ball has to be gone already. This pass has to be gone already because he's going to catch it. He's got him beat. Has his back turned chasing J-Mo, and then this defender's out in the flat with Brock Wright. If he throws this now, this is a touchdown by Sam Laporta. Hit play.
Looks like St. Brown's open, too.
He is, 100% on the in-breaking route, the dig route. You hit play, catches the pass. Has to wait on the ball, hence 55, makes the play. So great job all around. It's a great play call. Shout out to Dave Logan. See you in the building. But everybody's open on this play. Like this right here, Jahmyr catches this. This is a touchdown. If J-Mo gets this ball, this is a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown would have been an in-breaking route, so he would have caught it, maybe broke a tackle. The reason why, because I know you're going to ask this question, the reason why he didn't get the ball and he got the ball is because, one, Jared Goff said a couple weeks ago, he said, I'm tired of forcing the deep plays. He said, I feel like a lot of times I'm leaving individuals open, like Sam Laporta, that could go for 12, that could go for 15. I'm leaving individuals open underneath, like Jahmyr Gibbs, my running back, who isn't catching as many rocks. If you have him in fantasy, you know I'm not lying. This is open. If J-Mo doesn't have these drops, if J-Mo hasn't become necessarily a little bit untrustworthy right now, this ball is going to J-Mo. But because of that, why not I throw it to my other Pro Bowl player and Sam Laporta and still get 20 yards?
Yeah.
And now I'm further down in the red zone to put the pressure on the place that they call the jungle. Hit play. And there it is. A beautiful play. It's a beautiful design. It's wide open. Everybody went where they thought they would go. You know what that tells me? Offensive coordinators know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny.
Is that the last one?
That's.
Yeah. This just that freezing, that frame.
Yeah.
It's magic. Like, just look at this frame. This is magic.
Yeah, that's a quarterback's dream right there.
Not one, not two, not three, not four. He may have been covered. 4 open wide receivers, and of the 4, if this throw is on time, touchdown. If you would have let this go to the back corner pylon, touchdown. If you give a nod this way and come back this way, because look at this DB. He's also on the ground.
Well, look
He's
at Gibbs.
also on the ground.
Look at Gibbs.
That's another good route.
Gibbs is open.
Well,
that could be.
This
Who
is
knows?
common sense.
Yeah.
Bro, they secondary
Like,
had
and sometimes
no
I feel
chance.
like because he goes to him so much, sometimes he doesn't think to go to him in the easy ones.
What's the down and distance in that? I'm stunned that Trey Hendrickson, if that's a passing situation, I suppose it could be for the Lions just about any time. I'm stunned that Trey Hendrickson's not in the game at that time because he's not.
Yeah, and this is a great play. Last one real quick. What do we have?
Amon-Ra.
Panay dump trucking somebody again. All right, let's see. Oh, this is going to be really good. This is really good. Let it play. Let it run out.
That's Tesla, right? Yeah.
Oh, this is good.
But the big boy's wrong.
Rewind it. Yeah, we don't want every play we show you have to be a touchdown or some 40, 50-yard play. This is a simple play. You got Amon-Ra in motion. He motions a lot, playing the Z wide receiver. That gives you a sense of what the coverage is. When he rolls over, you see that it's zone, roll, and then he does a great job. Just watch this from Amon-Ra St. Brown. He knows that he wants to be in this alley. He knows that he wants the ball about 2 yards outside the hash because he wants to let Panay Sewell get out here so that he has an alley, he has a lane, and he has a blocker. He's not trying to come out here, run way out here, have no blocker, and then get stopped. Hit play. Watch how tight he comes, and watch where Panay Sewell comes as a result of it. Watch where his blocker is. Boom, boom. Stops right there. Look right on time. Rewind it back a little bit. Shep, look how smooth this is. Legitimately, right where he stops, watch where Panay comes without even looking at St. Brown. Watch the exact spot he's in and watch what St. does. We call him the best football player. We call him the best football player for a reason. Things like this, these little things, they go a long way. Hit play, stops right here, and then Panay's not even looking at him. Watch where Panay gets, and watch where his mark is perfect. Hit play. Play.
He just went to a spot on
Just
first.
look at that. He's exactly where Panay is about to come for this block. Talking about keeping it short and tight, maximizing how many yards you get, not a lot of dancing and wiggling and looseness. He turned tight, shot vertical, hit play.
Look at that, how fast that big man is for quickness to get out there.
6'5", 3'2". Look at that. Boom, boom, put a move on, a spin move. You can't
Still
see
on his
me.
feet.
Well, keep going. That's 17 yards. Yeah. That's 17 yards on a play. If you don't play it right, now you get 9, 4, 6. This is a great job. Action, great stop. And then last thing too, rewind it. Look at what, because of Jahmyr Gibbs in and out of the backfield, he's such a pivotal, he's such a threat. You look at the play we just showed, he's wide open for a touchdown. They missed that. So he's a focal point. This team is looking at this guy. What is Jahmyr Gibbs doing? Watch the action. Watch how the whole defense shifts to the right. Linebackers start to go there because of the action to Jahmyr, which frees up this side and gives more yards. Hit play. Boom. Look at everybody commit that way. You see, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody's committing this way except the linebacker who wants to commit.
Because he's looking that way.
100%. Everybody's committing, so him keeping it tight makes even more sense. Hit play. Boom. Gets it right to him.
Can I bring up one more thing for you? What you always talk about, what Lions wide receivers do as well as any other group in football. Watch Isaac Tesla, even though he's still engaged with his block all the way down. We're talking about 15 yards downfield, still engaged with his block at the end of this play.
Hit play. This is good, man. This is a really good game play. Obviously, since he sucked, but I don't care. I still like the plays I'm seeing. They're dialing up perfect. But this is also, too, the difference between, like, this is understanding your skill set. Rewind it. This is what I love from Amon-Ra St. Brown. Rewind it last time we've done. I love this breakdown, by the way. Shout out to Kool-Aid for putting these videos in. See, if this is J-Mo that catches this, if this is Jahmyr Gibbs that catches this, they're going this way because they're going to the house. Both them jokers run.
They're going outside the numbers, you're saying?
Hell yeah. Okay. They run 4-3. One of them run 4-2.
With a full head of steam.
They understand that space, and that's what they get to do. Amon-Ra St. Brown knows that on my best day, I might be 4-5-2 on my best day. My job, turn around, get tight, get as much as I can this way, and if something happens, because I am shifty, I'll take that touchdown like I did against the Minnesota Vikings up the seam. Hit play. Because look how much space you'll have if you're Jameer or J-Mo. Just speed-wise. Just think in terms of 4-2. And you got Isaac Tesla out there.
Penei Sewell might have a harder time catching up with them. But
if you're Jameer, you won't even need him.
You don't even need him. Right, right. But if you could play that all the way through, I found it really interesting. Braylon's the one who brought it up as we're watching. Sewell engaged, but Tesla still on his guy right down there. Still blocking right down there, just in case he kept going. It's
you know what happens like as a wide receivers coach, offensive coordinator, running backs coach. What you continue to tell your wide receivers, your tight ends, no, stop blocking when you have certain players. When you have a Jahmyr Gibbs, when you have a Dave Montgomery, when you have some of these players where just because the play went one way or just because the play started off or it looked like it was over, they will get out of something and still be going. And when it comes to film time, I don't want to hear the excuse, well, I mean, he was way on the other side. Or I thought the play was over. No. Your job is to block until the whistle blows. So hell of a job by Isaac Tesla.
Yeah, it's beautiful stuff, man. That's why Thursdays are so special here on the Braylon Edwards Show. The Braylon Breakdown is you are getting into it. Yeah, I mean, you need to take that off and jump back into the T-shirt. All right, when we come back, Dr. Jeffrey Pierce will join us. There are some injuries that are taking place around the National Football League. He will update you just in case you have on fantasy or just are interested in general. So stay right there. More to come on the Braylon Edwards Show here on Woodward Sports. Shout out. We gave a lot of shout outs, especially to Kool-Aid for putting that together and Ryan for running it. Well, shout out to Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning, proudly serving Metro Detroit for well over 40 years, treating you like family and making sure the things in your home are running smoothly, especially when it's getting cool, right? So the heating's really important. During the summer, cooling is really important. Either way, they're going to take care of it. Indoor air quality, water heaters, whole home generators, memberships, and so on and so forth. Right now, if you're a DTE gas customer, you get a free furnace tune-up through December 1st. So you think you got a lot of time, but you want to take advantage of it. Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning. Call them today, 734-238-3839, or scan the QR code right above my head and tell them the Braylon Edwards Show sent you. You can do that anytime you do walk into a Lady Jane's, wherever it may be. There's 28 locations throughout the state of Michigan, so you're going to find one. And when you want to go in there and tell them, hey, it's a Thursday cut, because that's what Braylon tells us. It's a Thursday cut right there at Lady Jane's. It won't take you long. That's right. It won't take you long. You come in, you sign in, and before you know it, you're in the chair ready for a nice conversation, but an even better haircut. It's Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It is wicked awesome.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new face. New focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Ever wonder what goes on inside the game?
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shep.
Edwards has it. 10-5, touchdown.
On the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Ball looks in zone. Got Edwards for the touchdown.
Where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network. On Hunting season is almost here, Detroit, and your Lions are on the prowl. Make sure you're locked into Woodward Sports for all the Dan Campbell reactions, Jared Goff touchdowns, Amon-Ra first downs, Penny pancakes, Kirby picks, Gibbs big plays, and of course, Jack Fox's leg. Stay locked in on all your Lions coverage right here on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. Every Sunday, there's only one place to get all your kneecapping, hard-hitting Detroit Lions coverage. Start your Sunday with the Lions Weekly Report with Broder and Terry Foster. Then, the Lions pregame show with Neil Rule and Sean Baligian. At kickoff, keep it locked in for all the emotions of the game with a live watch party with the heavyweights. Then, recap the game with the Lions postgame show with Anson. Game days, there's no other place to be than Woodward Sports. Live all game day. Go Lions. WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com.
Black Rock, the place to sizzle. We're talking about the Bar and Grill, ladies and gentlemen. And, oh, by the way, let me start here. When the Lions win, you win. That's right. You go down to Black Rock Bar and Grill, and you get yourself an appetizer for the free ball. That's what I'm talking about. No money needed. You get a free appetizer. Lion win, you win. Let's start there. Also, limited time only. Take advantage of the steak and lobster. $19.99. That's what we're talking. That's the price point, and it ain't a bad one for some surf and turf at Black Rock Bar and Grill. And then also, don't forget about Braylon's beef. It is a thing, I promise you. $19.99 for, that 20-ounce New York strip cooked too. Perfection. And also you have the fish and chips as well, $14.99. Black Rock is just a place to be. The 755-degree volcanic rock. That's how you cook your food. You cook it to the way that you like it. Don't miss out on the opportunity, man. And don't forget, the Lions win, you win. So Monday afternoon, I expect you to be in there after a big win over the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, if you are looking to upgrade your relaxation game, and I like using the massage chair right after a workout, especially after I hit back and buys yesterday. And Massage Chair House is the way to go to recover fully. They are the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest, located near the corner of Woodward and Long Lake Road. Experience luxury comfort with Dr. Eric Duncan, the wellness creator of the top YouTube massage chair review channel. Book a visit at www.massagechairhouse.com or scan that QR code. Massage Chair House, your ticket to ultimate recovery and relaxation.
Hey, and we back.
And we're back. Yeah, it's the one shot. In the words of Patty LaBelle, I'm on my own. We wish Shep a good weekend, and we will see him next Monday. Kool-Aid, still with me?
What up, dog?
My guy still in the building. What's good, my brother?
Man, I'm in the building, brother. I've had a great show. The Braylon's breakdown was absolutely on fire.
Fire.
You got people asking if you can break down other players too, man, including Joe Flacco.
All right, you guys, speaking of Joe Flacco, what's Joe Flacco going to do for the Cincinnati Bengals this week?
Ooh.
Joe Flacco is at the Cincinnati Bengals, which would tell me that he's a starting quarterback this week because you're not trading for a 40-year-old QB just to put him on the bench. He's going to be QB1.
I think you need a QB that can go out there, manage the game appropriately. You know he understands the NFL. He understands the defenses. He understands different tricks. And a guy who's going to give you less opportunities to make a mistake. I think
dangerous.
That's Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco is going to throw 2 interceptions a game. We already know that. but with that being said, you now have you went from trying to figure it out on the offensive side, the skill position for the Cleveland Browns, to your running back has upgraded, your receivers have upgraded, your tight end has upgraded, and even, I won't say the offensive play calling because Kevin Stefanski is a good one as well, but this isn't a bad look for Joe Flacco. You know, one thing he will do is get the ball down the field, and having wide receivers get the ball down the field too. It'll be interesting. Who does Cincy have this week? The
Packers.
Steelers? They got the Packers?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think so.
Ooh, they got the Packers this week? That'd be an interesting.
Joe Flacco goes 2-0 against the Packers?
I'm just saying. That'd be interesting.
Speaking into existence, Brian, one more time. Just to.
Joe Flacco is going to go 2-0 against the Packers, and he doesn't even play in the same division.
If Joe Flacco goes to Green Bay and gets a W after just being on the team for less than 4 days, I think Matt LaFleur might be on. You have to watch him.
Wait, you mean the Packers were the greatest team in the NFL like 2 weeks ago?
Hey, look, Matt LaFleur, man, he might be on. You know what to watch, man. If he loses to 40-year-old Joe Flacco, who's bouncing from team to team and still getting it done. You had conversations. I know any mailbag questions, let me know about things like that, or super chats. But there's also a conversation that you want to get to, Kool-Aid.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I will shout out the super chats first because the people definitely sent them in. Randall Smalls, he had a $5 one earlier. He says, I said it after we lost to the Dodgers. At the beginning of the season, I want the Dodgers. Payback in 6 games. And Kimmy Powers, number 2
out
in the chat, he says with a $5 super
Can't say it all.
Chat, who do you guys think will finish with more sacks this season? Muhammad, El-Qadim Muhammad, or James Houston?
So it's funny you bring that up. I'm glad you did, by the way. James Houston has been a wrecking ball down there in Dallas. Like, he's making some noise. He's actually been not necessarily to help them forget about Micah, but keep them like, what happened? Who's gone? We don't necessarily know. He's been playing well down there. So they're definitely, we saw that. What we say, 9.5 sacks or 8 sacks that he had.
Yeah. And limited, in a shortened season at that.
Give me El-Qadim Muhammad though.
Ooh.
And give me
Mr. We're good.
Yeah, Mr. We're good. Give me El-Qadim Muhammad. Like I'm telling you, I think he'll have more than James Houston will.
Back to that first super chat, Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Let's get through the Mariners first. Let's get through the Mariners. Let's get through it, and if we win that, get through the ALCS, and then we can worry about if the Dodgers are there.
I'm so glad you said that because I wrote down and just forgot. I said get to the ALCS, but you're absolutely right. Get through the Mariners tomorrow. Let's start there. You get through there, then we can worry about the ALCS, and then from there, maybe we can call our shot. Maybe it's the Dodgers because I will agree with Randall on this. After watching that Dodgers series, I was actually motivated to what I believe the Tigers were. Going into that series, I think we were waiting to see, okay, last year's over, the run, the hype, round one, you almost run against the Guardians. What does this year look like? What does the offseason acquisition look like? What's Gleyber Torres going to be for us? And when you see them trick off 2 of the 3 games, they tricked off 2 of those 3 games, and you see players and I say, you know what? I think there may be something to this Detroit Tigers team.
And I want a point that I thought that you and Shep were going to bring up is in the 2 elimination games that the Tigers have had so far this year, Game 3 against the Guardians and then yesterday against the Mariners, that's when we've scored the most runs. Our bats have been the hottest at that point. You could say 6 runs in Game 3 against the Guardians, 9 yesterday afternoon. But if facing elimination, the Tigers' bats, I know we constantly complain about them, and rightfully so, but in elimination games, they've come alive at that point in time, and that's something that's given me a little bit more confidence heading into tomorrow.
Yeah, and I was going to say, you know what, just before we even move on, you talk about that tomorrow, you talk about not getting ahead of yourself. That's why I like the comments from, Tarek Skubal. I'm going to play those real quick for the people because he's ready to go in Game 5, and it's exactly what we want to see out of our ace. So shout out to Tarek Skubal. Ready to go in Game 5.
Scoobs.
Yeah, I mean, this is what competition's all about. This is why you play the game, for Game 5s. I mean, if you even in 7 games, right, you have an opportunity to throw 3. I threw 3 against Cleveland, my last 3 starts of the year, or, 2, and then first game of the wild card. But, yeah, it's competition, and I think that's going to bring out the best in everyone involved, and that's why this game is so beautiful. We're going to be able to go experience that on Friday.
Let's go.
Yeah, he's definitely calm. He's definitely. I'm actually excited for this. I think he's acting as he's going to be a leader for this team. He knows he has to step up. He understands what the first game was when he went out there, necessary not have his best outing, and he knows his team is fighting for him. Towards the end of the season, what were we asking for? We were asking for give this man some bats, give this man some moments, give this man some help. So I think now that he's seeing that his team wants to fight. I said he's seen what the game looked like yesterday in the 5th, 6th, 7th inning. The guys making plays, whether it's Javi, whether it's Riley Green with the bomb, whether it's Gleyber Torres. I told you Gleyber was the one that I would go with. But whether it's that, guys are making plays for him. So he's going to go out there and he's going to pitch a hell of a game tomorrow. Dr. Pierce is in the building, though.
What up, Doc?
What's up, Doc?
Rock,
What's up, Doc?
How you doing, Doc?
I feel like I'm in the big seat.
It's like 2 times in a row. We've rotated.
I know.
Last week you were in this chair. This week you're in that chair.
I think I'm more comfortable over here.
You're more. I think you're just more comfortable with me on the show with you. I think that's more so what it is. What's good in your world?
What's been in my world? Taking advantage of this weather. Taking advantage of the weather.
It got a little colder, but it's still sun's still out.
The sun's out. This is Michigan, October. Yeah. That's another thing we can talk about is this changing weather, and injury prevention and all those kind of things. But
Very true. We got some injuries that we want to talk about, but Doc, I want to ask you about a certain topic. And I want to find out how can we talk about this, because like the more and more I hear about it, the more and more I'm intrigued, and then I'm like, I know.
You're gonna start off with this.
Look at the doc's face.
I know the guy. When I'm hearing the conversation as it relates to peptides and what they are able to do and what they can do, what they may do, like, what is the conversation from you? How can you have that conversation and get me to understand? Because everybody seems, well, some people seem to be using them and it seems to be working for them, but not a lot of people seem to know about it, if that makes sense.
So, how far back you want to go? I mean, look,
because I know we're gonna get to some injuries as well. So,
yeah, I mean, as far as peptides, yeah, you hear me talk about secret sauce, those kind of things, and I've used that as a term to generalize in a lot of the biologics and what's going on. Peptides is a big thing right now. You're gonna talk. We talked about exosomes. We started off with PRP, platelet-rich plasma. We started off with stem cell, different types of stem cell. Can we talk about these things? Are they FDA approved?
Yeah.
All these things are not approved. They're not FDA approved. You got to be careful. You got to be smart. And because the biggest thing I'm going to put out there first is there's a lot of peptides out there that it got really big because of Ozempic. Ozempic at the end of the day is a peptide. Okay.
Makes
so
sense.
call it designer peptides for whatever we're trying to do. So the problem is that the industry is growing crazy.
So it's like going to Kroger and getting Mott's apple juice as opposed to getting Kroger apple juice.
You can
like Mott's would be the Ozempic.
No, because there's two different things. There's peptides which are developed in a lab, right? This isn't like coming from a plant or a tree or anything like that. They're being developed in a lab, but now the purity of the labs are being, I would say, questionable, right? So now we're going to say it. Not every peptide's created equal. So is it the generic? Yeah, you have to be careful. So one, we'll start to talk, do peptides help? We've seen a lot of clinical data that's showing that it's helpful. Is it at an FDA level? No, FDA lags, and I can get on my soapbox of why pharmaceuticals are letting it lag and pushing, and but there's also the purity of helping the majority of people in the world, right? We're here to protect. The FDA is here to protect the majority of people. Peptides for you, I'm not surprised. We've talked about it in the past. We've talked about your healing rates. You're talking about.
I'm trying to live forever. Okay, I'm trying to live forever, and I'm trying to change my life. I think for me, the big conversation was, I don't want it to get too boring for you guys, but hey, look, this stuff is important. I think for me, it's the telomere aspect of it. Like, I want my telomeres to look younger than what it is. Like, I'm 42. I don't want my telomere ends looking and saying 50 or saying 47 or even saying 42. Like, I want those telomere ends say 30, 36, 37, 35.
What's it saying now?
I haven't tested in a while, but I tested in 2012 and I was living a little too much.
Certain genetics that's going to make you look younger. We won't go there.
This is true. This is definitely true. But it's a good conversation. I feel like I bring it up. But let me get into some of the stuff.
But just to close it with peptides, you have to be careful what you're doing. It is advancing greatly. One of my buddies is one of the leaders in the country out of St. Louis, and peptides are going where it's almost designer. Like, a lot of stuff right now is being done in the neuro. So cognition, dementia, concussion, just brain fog, and you're seeing a lot of benefit from it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of ways to take it, but you got to understand, once you start it, someone use an example. Like, I use an example. It's like cutting your hair. Once you got to keep doing it, right? So it's a lot of keep doing, and when you stop, do you dip? And that's where the controversy is right now. A lot of people are saying you don't have a dip after. You just kind of move faster and the engine's working better, but you don't deplete it.
Gotcha.
Which a lot of things you can deplete. Is that generically said enough?
You did. You said a lot, but I'm gonna ask you another topic to talk about. Kool-Aid, some of the injuries for the Detroit Lions, not necessarily out for the seasons or out for this game, but one of the guys I want to focus on is Taylor Decker. Taylor Decker is a guy you saw last week. Giovanni Manu stepped in, had a couple plays that he didn't make. That left side wasn't as sure as it usually is. We went through this similar thing with Frank Ragnow, who played as much as he could for the Lions, and when he needed that break, when he needed that game off, he would take a game off and you insert him here. What for you, because that left side is going to be major, and we saw what he was able to do 2 games ago against Myles Garrett. What would be the protocol and procedure for where Taylor Decker is right now?
You know, it's a shoulder injury,
yes.
right? So there's a lot of anatomy in the shoulder. And he's not saying there was one thing. There wasn't one injury that put him out. I think it was an accumulation of stuff. Like we're talking, I mean, it's that jarring where they got their hands up and they're grappling, whatever we're going to call it, up higher. And with the shoulder like that, it's got to be a solid joint, right? We talk about the ball and socket. It's a ball and socket joint with the big muscles around it, the rotator cuff muscles. The thing that gets ignored a lot is the labrum, which is the ligament that holds it in tight. Yeah. We hear about a labrum, whatever. It's insignificant. It's the rotator cuffs. No, because you keep having looseness or laxity in that joint, you keep moving it. And then it eventually, like here, you can see these are the rotator cuffs. Now we're in it deep there where the joint's coming out. There should be a labrum in there, but it's
just
not.
Looking at it.
Does that keep going there? All right, these are the rotator cuff muscles. That's actually a deltoid. Yeah. So we're not seeing it there. That's an injury to the joint. That's a dislocation. So those are the ligaments that are pulling and creating that laxity. Right. So he's got an irritation. Look, he's he's dedicated, he's everything. So he probably has a grade 2 injury that he's going to play through.
Okay.
But right now, does he have that strength on that one side, which he's probably lacking? Because at that point, you don't want somebody beating you, right? It's all about being beat on that
How
side.
much can he get, how much can his percentage go up by him resting a couple weeks and then coming back? Like, what is it? Is it more so, I'm trying to ask the question, is if him playing this week, is it going to impact him to the point where if he didn't play this week and played next week, it would be the same?
No. Rest, I mean, you know what rest is like in the NFL.
Can he injure it more is what I'm saying. There
Absolutely.
we go. That's the question I'm trying to ask.
Can he make it worse? Absolutely.
Okay.
When you have a weak link and they know it, like Campbell even said it, and we can go into that too with the Hutchinson, with the chop blocking and all that. The other team knows your medical better than you may know it.
Facts.
Right? Who's weak? What's the weak side? Take advantage of it. They're not like, his shoulder hurts. Take it a little easier. No, go through him faster.
Yeah.
He's lost, and those split seconds makes a difference. So when the player is educated and they know, and like Decker is, I mean, Decker's a horse. Nobody's going to question his integrity. Yeah. He's a horse. When he's coming out, it's telling me, he's not a grade 1 injury. He's a grade 2, if not a grade 3. I'm going to figure out how to get to the end of the season. Avoid, we're not talking surgery. He's not bad enough. Could he go get a cleanup and take a 2 weeks off? That's probably been debated and been put on hold. But that's kind of where the thought process is for the medical team. Is it something we can scope quickly to make him feel better, just take the 2 to 3 weeks off? Or let's rest it, see what happens, do a little secret sauce, get him rehab, avoid any re-injury. When you're playing, you're getting micro trauma. Like when you played every day of your football career, you're getting some micro trauma.
Yeah.
And micro trauma means it's an accumulative thing that leads to it. Like all these hamstring injuries, where are they all coming from?
Mike Evans, he's the guy that's on the list.
Yeah. I mean, with McNeil coming back, with Hutch. I did want to talk about Hutch and the watch on the Hutch, but
please do.
Campbell came out pretty annoyed that did the Lions, and we reported it here. I think someone asked me the chop block and sent to the NFL the film and let's watch this, and he said absolutely not. But he's made a comment in there. It's like, we know the game. We're doing the same thing. It's the game.
We do have that sound if we can play that for our people. I'll play it for the people so they can hear it.
But he basically says it's our game.
Let him hear it.
It's the game. You guys got it up?
Oh yeah. I
don't have my headphones.
I got you.
That's a bogus report. I don't know where that came from. Nobody from here ever did that. That's bull.
Okay. I was just curious if you saw any difference.
No.
Okay.
No, man.
Okay.
Nope. Game's played a certain way. That's the way it goes, man. It doesn't matter whether we're doing it or somebody else is doing it to our guys. We know that, and we play accordingly.
Yeah, so there you go.
I mean, that's it. That's the mentality of NFL, right? He's coming from behind the scenes to in front of the mic and just, we know the game. We're playing the game. We know Hutchinson's. We got to protect him. He's got a weak link. People are going to go. I think we've passed that with Hutch. Hutch is, I think, and he's proven it to the other team. You can do whatever you want to me. I'm coming out strong. I'm going after your quarterback. I'm slowing you guys down. You're going to have to worry about me. So that's the same thing with all these injuries. Decker's injury, the hamstring injury, Arnold's shoulder injury. The other team knows what's going on. Just like we know with Kansas City's injuries. Kansas City's got a boatload of injuries now, too.
The league has a boatload of injuries, and it seems like it's every year. It seems like whatever it is, the lack of understanding how to practice, whether you're practicing too little, whether you're practicing too much, whether you're focusing specifically on the same muscles, the same things, 365. What could it be, Doc? The age-old question.
But it's the hamstring. We're hearing hamstring a lot, and it's keeping people out further.
That's not warming up.
That's not right.
That's not warming up.
It's not proper dynamic warm-up, but it also can go to your training. If you're looking to be so powerful, and some of these power guys that are lifting, I'm not picking on them, the training team, but they like to see that big bulk.
Yeah.
I want to see big bulk and full range of motion. So what I'm saying, when they're doing their hamstring curls, are they getting full lengthening of that muscle? Because when you tighten up, when you create a massive muscle in a shortened position, my best example is always the guys in the gym that are like this, and they can't go further than this with their arm.
Yeah.
Well, eventually they're gonna, when they go and grab their 100-pound dumbbell, they fully lengthen it, and it rips the muscle.
Yeah.
So is that what's happening in some of these hamstrings? Do we have full length of the muscle? And are we training on the full length of it? Are you doing these short bursts where I'm putting up 450 and going there?
There's different grades.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, this is hamstring. This is the show. My big thing with this is that don't understand the hamstring muscle is multiple accumulation of multiple muscles that goes from the back of your knee to your buttocks. And you see the big glute there. And when you get overpowering glutes, and if you don't balance your hamstring, you're creating weakness. Muscle balance is huge. Muscle lengthening is huge. For all those young people training right now, it's great to get the short bursts. You want to build up your bicep to show a good. I mean, this guy right here is a physical specimen of it.
A little something like that.
But the whole thing is you have to go very slow when you work out properly. It's a slow, full extension of that muscle. You want to exercise that muscle, fully do it. But you're also not going out and in combat at once a week, right?
No.
So, like, I know I have my left hamstring is not healthy, but I'm not going to fight anybody to prove it. When these guys feel a little twitch, they got to understand. Am I rambling too much?
No, you're not rambling too much at all.
Locked in.
Like the audio went out on my headphones, so I had to turn them off. Let me ask you a quick question about the NFL, Jared Goff, Matt Stafford, before we get up out of here. Matt Stafford is on pace to pass Jared Goff in career wins by a Rams quarterback as early as this season. Jared Goff, meanwhile, is also on pace to pass Matt Stafford for career wins as a Lions quarterback as in 2026. Just talk about that trade as a whole. Obviously, Matt Stafford, he leaves Detroit. He's unhappy. He goes out to L.A. He seems to have made a home for himself. Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl win. He's in favor right now to win MVP. Well, no, excuse me. He's in talks to win MVP. And on the opposite side, you have a quarterback in Jared Goff. He comes here, pretty much career seems like it may be going the wrong way. He's going to the wrong city. This is one of those cities where it's a throwaway. But instead, he finds a way to revive his career, and he's operating to the tune where he also has been mentioned in MVPs, and his team also has been to the NFC Championship and become tops in the league. Just talk about that deal. Did everybody win in that deal? Goff and Stafford, just put it to bed once and for all?
I think from the whole aspect of it.
Yeah.
After Goff got over what he felt was maybe an insult, you got, it's like anything in business. This is no different than any other business, right? Yeah. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you're not in the right seat with the right teammates and the right players, you're not going to be successful. They've both gone to a program where they click a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody's going to question any of their skill level, any of their integrity, any of their want to be out there and they're willing to win. They both are at the top of the game. Are they a Tom Brady? No, everybody strives to be a Tom Brady, but they are in a system that works for them. Dan Campbell works for Goff. I can't. What's
Sean McVay.
McVay worked. I mean, they bonded at some
Cabo
Wabo on the beach. But it's energies. It's energies at work. It's your click. It's your shorthand communication. That's a lot of medical. It's a lot of science. It's a lot of energies, so we can just say. And, it's the verbal secret sauce. You don't need to say. When you click with somebody and it's there, I think that's, at the end of the day, that's the answer. It's a better fit for both of them.
I agree, and I also think that I think Kool-Aid, this is some low-key stuff. I think they secretly motivate each other in this past 5 years, this past 4 years. You look at Matt Stafford, he gets out, in his mind, finally got an opportunity to play in a space where I believe I can have some success. He wins the Super Bowl that year. Jared Goff's watching. He's the quarterback that got thrown away. He calls Sean McVay. First person to call Sean McVay after he wins the Super Bowl is Jared Goff lets a message. Sean McVay says that. Now Jared Goff is watching like, man, this guy came to my team and won the Super Bowl. This guy came to the space where I was when they said that I wasn't anything, and then he wins the Super Bowl. Jared Goff rededicates himself. Now he's trying to charge a hit. Now he's trying to prove that it's not over with him. He starts to reach success. He takes his team to the NFC Championship 2 years later. Now you got Stafford. He's looking at Jared Goff like, dang, I won a Super Bowl, but then we fall off. We don't make the playoffs. I think inadvertently these two are motivating each other, for the lack of better words, over the last 3-4 years. They have consistently, whether they know it or not, motivating each other.
I think you're 100% right.
Yeah.
You take a lot of players like a Kobe or a Michael Jordan. They want people to elevate their game.
100%.
I always refer to Gervin because that's my best reference. He loved all the top players because it challenged him to become a better player.
Yeah.
Like Dr. J and Gervin, it's well known. Gervin's game would have never been the way it was if Dr. J didn't beat him up every day after practice.
Yeah.
It's who's elevating, who's your motivation. And it's not just the NFL, it's in life. Who's the employee that's going to motivate you? Who's the one that's there before you? Who do you want to emulate? And I think you're 100% right. I think with Stafford, could his career just fade away?
Yeah.
He could have, but he's not doing it. He's coming through back injuries. He's playing through injuries. That guy will be hobbling around later in life unless we give him some peptides to be more preventative.
Who do you emulate in life, and who motivates you in life? Wise words by Dr. Jeff Pierce, who's on the show every Thursday. He is our injury
I got one for him real quick.
It's 4-1, all right? Now, come on now.
A Hail Mary.
It's 4 and some change.
Just one.
It's Thursday. Let me get to my Thursday night football. I'm dealing with y'all for 4 days.
Full participant at practice.
I'm messing with you. I'm joking.
Look, they got a Lee McNeil, full participant at practice. Now, the last several ones, they say he wasn't full. Now he's fully cleared, man. Just if there's anything you could talk
That's
about
our show.
with his return.
I hardly heard McNeil.
Lee McNeil.
He's
been upgraded to full practice.
He's full practice. This guy's going to come back like a force.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to be a little bit slow, kind of like what I said. He's got to take the first couple hits. It's going to take a couple games to get his rhythm. I'm predicting by game 3 or 4 of him being back, he's going to have his rhythm and making a real impact for the team.
And when me and Doc say 3 games to 4 games, we mean 3 games to 4 games, because what did Aiden Hutchinson look like in his 4th game? You got it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. No Tigers tonight, so enjoy your night and watch the New York Giants get beat by 30. See you guys tomorrow.
Ever wonder what goes on inside the game?
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shep.
Edwards has it. 10-5, touchdown.
On the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Lamar looks in zone. Got Edwards for the touchdown.
Where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network.